Suna must get everything.
Just Suna.
She gets a fan mail.
The year is 802, and frost still binds the earth. Roofs sag with rime, and smoke curls thinly from the hearths of Winchester. As the city itself exhales against the cold, hunger walks the streets, but tonight, the bells call louder than empty stomachs. It is Epiphany, the night of Christ revealed to kings, the night when light is said to pierce the world's darkness. Candles blaze along the streets, their flames wavering in the breath of the crowd. Priests chant blessings over river water, over bread, over men who clutch the cross with trembling hands. Yet not all eyes see salvation. In every shadow whispers coil, of mercy and messengers riding north, of a Frankish ship moored in silence, of a sorcerer in the king's hall. In taverns and alleys, the name of battle drips like honey and venom alike. And beyond the crowd, another figure walks, cloaked, unseen, watching with 100 borrowed faces. Tonight, Winchester gathers in the glow of holy fire, but fire burns and light blinds, and the line between devotion and suspicion has never been thinner. Our coterie stands in the midst of it, where every gaze is a question and every whisper is a judgment. Good evening, and welcome back to Candle in the Mead Hall. Tonight's chapter is Epiphany in Winchester, a night of holy fire, political whispers, and dangerous revelations. Let me introduce my friends. Below me, you see my players. Let me introduce them. Roswin, played by Nerd at Art. Why don't you start? Who are you, and who do you play?
I am Nerd at Art. You will catch me streaming primarily right here on Monday nights on Zed's channel. Otherwise, sometimes I stream over at Team Wildwood, where the Hubs and I play video games, and every so often I get a chance to paint. Tonight, I am playing Roswin of Lichfeld. She is kind of slowly climbing her way up the social ladder of Winchester. She went from being a handmaid to the Lady Winflid, kind of a, Thane's wife, to being the handmaid to the queen. And she is well liked at court so far. Things have been going well, and she's just waiting to figure out what her next move is, I think.
Davey, who are you, and who you playing?
Who am I? I am Davey, and I am playing Anarod, who is a bard and a bruja, and he's he's having a bad time, or he has been having a bad time, and now he's having less of a bad time. He last week let himself off the leash a little bit, and for once didn't feel bad about it. Is that good or is it bad? Who knows?
Excellent. Joshi, who are you? And who are you playing tonight?
I'm Joshi, and I'm playing Suni. Suni is our resident Chaos Goblin, I guess. I don't mean to be the Chaos Goblin, but that is how it goes. I'm everybody's best friend, and if I'm not, then they'll pay.
I love it. Keywork, who are you, and who are you playing tonight?
I am an ancient celestial being of infinite magnitude, tormented within the shape of a pudgy 42-year-old guy here on Earth. And I used to stream, going through some stuff. I'll get back at it, but thankfully I'm here with friends on Monday nights. So, and I am playing Kinnerek, Thane of Basing, much to the chagrin of at least one or two of our coterie, and looking forward to seeing what's transpired over the last couple of weeks.
Excellent. And that doesn't leave us with, it brings us to Crit Crafters. Who are you, and who you playing tonight?
Hey guys, I am Crit from the Crit Crafters. I'm the Dungeon Master for the channel of Crit Crafters. We roleplay some Pathfinder 2nd Edition, where we do some Kingmaker, Crystal Stride, and some other amazing projects and other things. I love to turn my friends into superheroes. So who knows what's coming up. Tonight I am playing Wolfstan, a pagan leader and a cult leader in a way that greatly believes that he is in the right way of of the things in religions. So we'll see how that goes for Epiphany.
Excellent. Excellent. Ellie, who are you and who you playing tonight?
I'm Ellie, also known as Mrs. Keywork. The only thing cool about me is I'm a crazy cat lady, but anyways, I play Lady Windretta. She is Alderman Cuthwin's wife, who more or less controls that area now, and trying to, sneak her way further beyond the reaches of her whatever land she owns. I'm tired, so that's about all I've got right now.
Good. You're good. I got another question I want to ask each and every one of you tonight. Because tonight is the Epiphany. Ooh, it's doubled up again anyway. It is the Epiphany, and candles burn across Winchester. What does your character feel being revealed about themselves? Roswin, what do you feel about being is going to be revealed about you?
Oh, Rosalind has a lot of secrets going on right now. She's got a lot that could be revealed.
Okay. Without revealing any of those secrets, you did a very good job answering that question.
Too many possibilities.
Too many possible. I love this. I love the look on everyone's face when she says secrets like that. Wonderful.
What are you not telling
They're
us?
personal, guys. Personal.
It's personal. All right. Then we have Davey. What do you not want to be revealed about yourself? What do you fear that could be?
What would I not want revealed about myself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what would we not want revealed? I think it would be just the second thoughts that he's having about everything involving the coterie, our plans, the power structures we want to put in place, the policies that we are implementing. Although he's been pretty vocal about some of it, I think he doesn't want people to know the extent of it.
Fair. That's fair. Joshi, how about Suni? What does he not want revealed about himself?
I think this is one of those double-edged swords where he does want it revealed, but he is afraid to have it revealed. And it's how easily and how much he likes his new life, being a vampire. He's really leaning into it, really enjoying his time, not having any problems at all.
That sounds like an idyllic life. I hope there's not another shoe. All right, keyword. Same question, buddy.
What does Kenrick now want revealed? Maybe the consternation he's having about the fact that he's being pushed that he needs to wed, as a titled, thing. So that's gonna be its whole thing. Probably gonna have to be a downtime thing, but other than people finding out that he's an undead, blood-sucking creature of the night.
Fair enough. That could be an entire arc. It could be an entire arc, the courtship of whoever. People might be into that. Who knows? Rick Crafters, tell us your answer to the question.
So I think that he's afraid that people will find out his stance about Christianity versus paganism. What I mean by that is, in Star Wars, the Mandalorians have an approach that is very similar to maybe what Wolfson has for paganism, as in he knows that it's a battle that they're either going to be winning or they're going to go down as the one that really challenged it. And he believes that it's a losing battle and he's ready to go down that hill, but he does not believe that a lot of his followers are ready to go down that hill. And he's afraid that some people might be realizing it and changing their fates over that, and that
Okay.
he might be failing them in that way.
That's deep. Okay, I like that. That's a good place to start, and I think that's something that I've written toward tonight that I think you'll find, or we'll find a way to implement that in very easily. Ellie, tell me what is Wendretta fear being revealed?
Oh, well, a lot of things, but really the kind of thing on the forefront is finding out, when everybody finds out what's really going on inside, Winchester, what's going on just everywhere, and, stuff coming out and then everything just going up in smoke. Or really, maybe the sun.
Hey, I really like that perspective. That's the kind of perspective that can keep you safe if you play it safe. It really does work. All right. So everybody, do you remember what your willpower? We got to start remembering to track our willpower from game to game. But refresh your resolve or composure, whichever's higher. That would probably mean most everyone is full, I would suppose. All right. Is anyone blood bonding anyone specifically, or ghouling anyone specifically? It's been about a month. Been about 2 weeks. Yeah, it's the Epiphany. And I wanted to talk to you about that anyway in just a moment about Aldrich. Davey, just a moment. I have a special prompt for that. So we can hold off for now on blood bonding him if you want. But does anybody else want to blood bond anybody?
Has it been a month since she's blood bonded Cuthwin?
Would you like to
think it has.
Yes. Would you like to send blood ahead?
Yes.
Make a rouse check. All right. So your hunger will increase. I saw you made a roll, Nerded Art. Who are you feeding? You're muted.
Maintaining my bond with Leofa.
Leofa, fantastic. Anybody else creating a ghoul?
I might as well, I guess, cement my bond with my steward.
Okay. What is your steward's name again? Oh, it's Peg.
Yep,
I thought you were going to cement the bond with the king, and I was going to be so mad.
What
he
are
doesn't
you
need us.
I have
starting
not
at?
bonded the king. I have not bonded the king.
We start at 2.
So I guess I'm at 3
So
then.
you're at 3. Are you maintaining your this session? Are you maintaining your ghoulship with Harold? Is that his name? I gotta look at your
Who,
sheet.
me?
No, I'm talking to Quickcrafter.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Harold?
Your ghoul's name. I believe that was Harold.
Oh,
may be
that's
wrong.
my retainer. It's not
Your
my
retainer.
ghoul.
Oh, he's not a ghoul? Okay, so no ghoul.
No.
Okay,
no,
not a
he's
ghoul.
not a ghoul.
All right, and your
He's just a retainer.
You have your famulus alone, and which is fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Fehu. That's fine.
Fehu. All right.
I fed Swidoon last week, so
You're
he's
good.
fine.
Yep. Excellent. Fantastic. Daily rouse checks, everybody. Give me your daily rouse check to see how you do.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow. Oh, my.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, come on.
Wow. Okay. Everyone wakes up quite a bit hungrier. Fantastic.
Yay.
All
I went
right.
from hunger 0 to hunger 3.
Okay. Does anyone want to use the herd yet, or are you going to feed using our new feeding chast that we have? It pretty much gives everyone 0 consequences to feed, unless you're looking for a specific residence.
I'm just going to
Just
take half.
Everyone's
that
just,
include.
Take half.
I do not believe that includes me yet.
that does not include you, and I'm going to go down the line real quick. And Rad, you're taking half.
Mhm.
All right. We're not going to worry about residence.
Okay.
We're just not going to do it. All right. Desire. What is your desire for the evening? Are you going to attend the Epiphany Feast?
I suppose I have to.
All right. So what is your desire this evening?
My desire this evening is to basically ascertain whether I'm in trouble for the events of last time, and if possible, misdirect people into my involvement and the involvement of my coterie. I'm going to be spinning some swamp gas related stories I'll get the neuralizer out and like, you see a
Okay.
vampire bite some guy. Oh, come on.
If only we had coterie mates who had cloud memory.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, look at that. Wasn't here.
Oh no.
I actually have that if somebody had asked, but yes, I wouldn't have been able to use it anyway. I was in hiding.
Suni. You're an extortionist. You're taking half, I take it?
Yeah, I'll take half. That's fine.
Okay,
I'll be down to 100.
you can bring yourself down to 1. That's fine.
Additional question.
Yes.
How are we handling healing? Because I have 2. I think we said bashing.
If two,
Or was it
oh,
lethal?
you had 2 superficial.
2 superficial.
2 superficial. It's basically it's healed.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
healed. Okay.
It's healed.
Desire. Okay, the desire is also a question. What was the vibe in the church that I hung out in for the week or two?
Everybody was getting ready for the Epiphany.
Was it? Everybody's getting ready.
There was a lot of consternation about a priest who's gone missing. No one's talking about what happened to the one who was killed, who was butchered, and no one knows about that. No one has seen him. He's just disappeared. No one's spoken up about it.
And they never will again.
Exactly. But so there wasn't a lot talk. You didn't hear much, even though you were around the church. It's not something that was really. It was hush hush.
Okay, so I vibe check on the how rowdy do the Christians feel in response to having just done the assault on the hill?
Actually, it's looked down upon. The entire thing is, it's the normal vibe is that it was an ignorant thing to do. And where guild will be paid in cases where Saxons were killed.
Cool. In that case, Suni's desire is to be a bit of a peacekeeper during this Epiphany feast.
All right. Roswin, the Veil Keeper. Your dexterity plus subterfuge, difficulty 3. Do you want to take half?
Yes, please.
Excellent. How about your desire for the evening?
I feel like I've been kind of out of touch with what's going on at court. I know the Queen has been spending an awful lot of time at the Amber Veil, and so have I. Mostly just kind of observing whatever Buttleful's doing. I don't really try to get in his way or ask him too many questions directly, but just kind of watching him. And I may even discreetly kind of ask some of his servants, like what kind of, does he treat you well? Where are you from originally? Just like making small talk with them here and there. I think for tonight, I assume that this feast is at court. It'll be my desire to kind of gain knowledge on anything that I may have missed while I've been spending so much time at the Vale, and particularly any information about Mel, the King's Mage.
Knowledge on Mail. Excellent. Fantastic. Wendretta, manipulation plus persuasion. You are a scene queen. Difficulty 3. Will you be taking half?
Oh yes, definitely.
All right. And who are you feeding from, though? Where are you finding a noble to feed from?
Amber Vale.
Amber Vale. So you're feeding. Okay, you're feeding in the Amber Vale. At some point, upon feeding in the Amber Vale, you get a sense that you're being watched. There's a voyeur.
Ooh.
It's Battles.
Of course. Crap. I forgot you're not supposed to do that at the Amber Vale. Oops. It's been a while.
It's okay. He looks up, he looks at you, and he raises a hand, and he just raises up one finger. And he mouths to you, 1. And he nods. Then he kind of just steps back, kind of into the shadows a little bit, and just sort of wanders away, off to his own business.
She'll
You
have to
run
start
right
doing
past.
it outside of the Amber Veil, waiting for people to walk out and catch them then.
Excellent. But you do manage to feed. You
Well, not
cause
only
it-
that, she also owes him too, so.
Yep. Desire. What is your desire for this evening, Wendretta, for the Epiphany Feast?
Well, she's come to recognize that shit tends to go sideways at these feasts, so she's going to show up. She's going to keep her eyes open and see what the hell goes down this time, because something always does.
Okay. Sit tight and watch the chaos. That brings us to Kenrick, our Huskarl. Strength plus brawl. Difficulty 3. For you, you've been taking half the whole time. Why would you change things now?
Why oh why mess with tradition? Yeah, I'm gonna corner some poor little page in like a dead end of the keep, and I'll feed from him, and he best not speak of it.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
So
Lord.
I will.
Christians.
All right, so you can feed.
No place like Christian love.
Do you have cloud memory?
I do not. I simply have a lot of intimidation, including display of rank specialties. So
Okay, you're the Thane. He's not going to say anything. You hope. He runs away. He runs away, and you feed yourself down to 1. You basically just picked him up like a Capri Sun, bit into him, threw him on the ground, and told him to go. All right, that brings us to Crafter R. Osiris.
my desire.
Oh, your desire. I'm sorry, Kenrick. Your desire for this evening.
No, you're good. To attend the feast as appearing as my title, as my station, as expected, I guess. To present myself as the newly ordained Thane. And what's up, Roswin?
I've been giving Kenrick some shit lately. I will make him a nice tunic for the Epiphany feast.
I appreciate that. I'll remember
You're
you.
welcome.
All right, Wolfston, you're an Osiris. You are not part of the coterie yet.
No.
So you do not have the the difficulty 3. You have a difficulty 6 to feed.
Sure.
Well, I need you to roll your... You're going to use your herd, though, correct?
I will be using my herd.
Okay.
I have 4 of herd.
Nice.
Oh, I'll definitely be using that. Remind me what I need to roll, please.
You don't need to roll anything now because you're at Hunger 1.
Perfect.
All right, but you only have 2 more you can dip into this session.
Okay.
All right. What is your desire for the evening? You've been invited, as we've discussed previously already. You've been personally invited by Archbishop Aldrich.
I want to make a display of strength.
Okay.
That is my desire.
Make a display of strength. All right. Roswin, recently you seem to have been taken on the role of Queen's Protector, and your service has not gone unnoticed. She's begun sharing more than just affection with you and stolen glances. She's begun to share secrets with you. You can ask up to 3 questions about things you might think the Queen knows about, and I'll answer them for you.
Well, I'm really interested in who this male guy is. Does she know anything about him? Has her husband said anything to her about him?
Oh, she's had many dinners with Male, and she finds him completely vile. He claims to know secrets from beyond, ancient pagan secrets, that he can read the future, he can augur birds, he can sustain the youth of us through magic, and he's got my husband completely by the hook.
I would ask her if there's been any other supernatural whisperings at court that she's heard.
It looks slightly other than you and your amazing talent. She seems to say with imagined air quotes.
Yes, other than myself, of course, my lady.
She says no, none at the moment. Just Mal and his maleficence.
I would also ask what her thoughts and if she's heard any whisperings about the pagan gathering that we attended last session.
She says that none of her men, none of the king's men, were part of the attackers. That it was all drunks, locals from the town, and that it was just an ignorant display of inhospitality.
So she hasn't heard any other whispers of people trying to rally for violence against them.
The king has specifically said that no, not one is to raise up against them.
Okay. All right.
Excellent. Suni, you've been hanging around the church, our brother Sen and the Amber Vale, being social. You've told me what you were hoping to gain from this already, so we don't have to go cover that ground again. But you've also been hanging around the Vale. What have you been hoping to get out of the Vale? What's been your goal there?
I'm still trying to unmask the three that I've been trying to narrow my eyes on: the Phoenix, the Porcelain Cat, and the Roman Half Mask. Mostly just reminding myself that life is good and it should be celebrated. But anytime I have the opportunity to interact with those three, I am needling.
Much to your disappointment, you do not run into either of those three. They are not regulars at the Amber Vale. However, you have all the opportunities to participate in many of the pleasures of humanity. So it's completely up to you, and it's if you don't, it's considered almost what are you doing here? So
Gauche.
exactly. So they want to know. So just hanging out. So if you're hanging out, you're hanging out. You're having fun, whatever way you do. And we don't need to go into detail, but if you're there regularly, okay, you're gambling, exactly. You're playing the games. You do not run into the crone. He is not a regular there. She's not allowed in the door.
This never came up, but I did want to pursue a relationship with her during our year and a half.
You don't, as promised by her, you don't run into her.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's that for now, but maybe not forever. But she's conspicuous by her absence in a place like this, is why I bring her up.
Yeah, because this would be where she would like to be. However, it does make sense that she's not welcome here because of her not being one of us and her being outside of that social circle, maybe.
Now, a question I have for you, an important one, because you spent time there during the week. Have you been using Blush of Health every time you go in there?
100%.
100%? Okay. Just
Gotta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
Anytime, and like the two places that I'm for sure using it are the church and the Amber Veil.
Fantastic. Okay. I think that gives me something to work with. Thank you. Thank you. Thane Kinnerick, I'm sorry. You have a lot of new responsibilities. You've elevated 3 men into your service, Kalen, Doran, and Cuthbert. You took allies 3, so you got a bunch of thugs who are now your retinue of men. They often go off and get drunk unless you keep them on task, but with time and experience, you'll train them into reliable warriors. Are they privy to your greatest secret, or how do you maintain the secrets of the blood as a Thane? I want you to think about this. You're like season 3 Uhtred right now. You've been given season 1. You've just been given land for the first time, and you've got like no idea what to do with it.
No, they are not privy. They'll know what I want them to know, and we haven't gotten there yet, I guess.
Okay.
But they do report back to me. They let me know of stirrings, especially regarding supernatural things, because there are rumors. So I figured that they should be letting me know what rumors they hear. A lot of weird stuff going on.
A lot of weird stuff going on. All right, but you're maintaining. You've just got it. We're not gonna.
Yep.
The other shoe's definitely not gonna drop on day 1. So don't worry about it right now. Things are good. You're going to the Epiphany tonight. You're going to be seated somewhere pretty cool. It's going to be a great night for you. Things are going to look up, and it happens to be at night, so you're going to look good in your new tunic. It's going to be great. Wendretta! Cuthwin marched north with his men. He's off to fight Mercians, leaving you once
Good.
more the mistress of the estate. Last time you rode out, your life was forever changed. Now, with the hall and its burdens in your care, how do you state your hunger, which we've covered? You've been going to around the Vale, and at one time slipped and oops, did it in the Vale. So you really haven't secured a steady supply of chosen blood if you're not feeding in the Vale, which is smart. But you've chosen the place you want to hunt, though, right?
So, yeah, pretty much just going into like Winchester mostly, like seeing, because there are so many nobles that like go in and out through everywhere there, so it's just very easy for her to sneak around and be like, "Oh, look, there's one."
So you're not feeding him that poor bastard.
Yeah, not anymore. Fuck him.
Okay. No. Okay. Excellent. Anarad.
Yeah.
Actually, I have another further question. And how often do you slip away to the Amber Vale to indulge your darker offerings? It's darker offerings. How often are you there? And are you wearing a mask? You can both answer this question.
I don't think I go to the Amber Vale.
I was asking Wendretta that, but you can both answer. But you can both answer it.
I always go through the Amber Vale.
A few times a week. Sometimes she goes in, but sometimes she doesn't. Just kind of, meanders around, enjoys the night while she can, especially. No one's really awake then. But yeah, usually it's outside. Sometimes she does go in, but it's a few nights a week she's out there. Her husband's not home, so she's fucking bored.
I probably do go, but only to observe. I will always wear my mask, and I will be careful never to feed on the premises, having been warned of this by Roswin, I assume.
Yeah, I warned
Because
you.
I already had
warned
my
you
one.
at the Masquerade, actually. Yeah. But we haven't had a proper coterie meeting technically in like 2 years, so I think you're the only person that I got to pass that information to.
Assume that you guys had at least spoken in the time that it happened. I mean,
It's fair.
All right, and Anarad, morally things are looking dire for you. You are spiraling down the humanity, and kind of quickly. In the grand scope of things, tell us about how your new humanity is affecting you night to night. How's it changing your character's interaction with mortals?
The thing about about Anarod's decline is that it has manifested for him as a kind of a realization that people just have to die sometimes, and that's all right.
Okay.
And so long as it's the ones who deserve it, everything's fine. He still has his conviction about, looking after the downtrodden and things like that. He doesn't see himself as a bully or anything like that. He doesn't see humans as cattle just yet, but he is of the opinion that has become of the opinion that sometimes it is acceptable to take life, which was not really something that he felt before.
Okay.
And while he still regrets the various feeding slip-ups he's made, he doesn't feel bad about caving in the skull of a person who was effectively trying to kill him and who stood for the opposite of what he stood for.
I like it. It's very Bruja.
In terms of how it uh, has impacted him, I think before there was like a warmth to Anarod that is not quite there anymore. Like he still has the smile and everything, but it's a little bit Tom Cruisey at this point. Like it just doesn't quite reach the eyes. There's just something off about it. He can still turn the charm on when he wants to, but when he lets the mask down, it's possible to see that there's something off about him.
Okay. Oh wow. That's deep. I like that. Brings us to Wolfstan. A group of Christians led by priests attacked your holy rite on St. Catherine's Hill. Few of them died, many of them fled. How do you intend to respond to this insult?
I think that Wolfstan would see that as justification that he's doing the right thing. They wouldn't have attacked if they didn't felt threatened, which is, I think, how he wants them to feel. And even though, like, he understands that somebody took the guise of Wodan after the fact, it is more of a, well, he done so probably inspired by the acts of Wodan and so forth. So it is divine providence in its own right. He'll probably justify everything through his own, lens of being an absolute zealot for paganism. Uh, he does want the Christians to know that he knows, and that they're now like, you've attacked me. Now I can hate you, and you just made it right.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense to me. And I have one final scene that I really got to do with you.
Mm.
It's when you go to visit Aldrich to see whether you want to resolve your ghoulness with him or how you want to do it. There's a scene. He's the one who's supposed to be leading the Epiphany. Is there anything that you encourage him on with his Epiphany sermon? You have some sway over him because he is more than 3 points bloodbound to you at this point.
True, that's true. So Anurag would rock up at the bishop's house, and after being admitted in, would kind of sit down with the bishop, and he would say, "I have some thoughts about your sermon, some ideas, points that you might cover."
He looks to you and he goes, "I didn't know you. I wouldn't have known that you cared about the Epiphany. Let me see your notes."
There are no notes, just a few thoughts.
Oh, tell me your thoughts. Tell me your
The
thoughts. Please, please.
the importance of tolerance and turning the other cheek. And I think to the events that occurred on St. Catherine's Hill recently, and think that, as you know, we're surrounded by pagans, myself included, that perhaps this is not the time for Christian men to be taking justice into their own hands, trying to enforce their own view on others. I would bid you to tell them to leave the judgment up to your God.
Of course, it's just none of these points really relate to. Something are clicking.
I think it's somebody's mouse wheel.
Hmm.
Okay. It's not really something I would cover in the Epiphany sermon. These aren't things I could so much say. But I thank you, and I will take these into consideration. He seems eager
You'll
to
do more
please
than
you.
take them into. You'll do more than take them into consideration.
So he
You will
huffs and puffs
instruct,
for a moment. He goes, I could never give such a speech.
but you could instruct your priests to spread this word among their parishioners
I could.
informally.
Yes. Of course. Of course I could.
Cooler heads, Bishop. Cooler heads.
Go ahead. Indeed. I've learned so much from the Latin that you've had me read and translate.
Hmm. Have
Should
you learned
this-
anything more?
I have. It seems that the beings that were here before us, the Romans. He says it with great reverence, as if he's speaking of ghosts. The
Hmm.
Romans worshipped sun god, and they believed that sun god walked in Londinium and had influence here in Winchester, and that they would go to these Mytherium and perform sacrifices. Sometimes, I believe human. I could be wrong, but I believe human.
I wouldn't doubt it. To what end did they perform these sacrifices? What favor did they gain from their sun god?
It never says what favor they've gained, only that they performed it. There's no recognition of miracles. It's all just pagan hogwash.
Hmm. Well, I would say I've learned something from you too, Bishop. I have to thank you for giving me my letters. Now I don't require your services for translation any longer. We can take you off of that task and put you on something more suitable.
Such as?
I'll have to think about it, but a good start will be the conversations that you must have with your priests.
Of course. Absolutely, Master.
What do you know about Badolf?
Badolf. Ah, yes, Badolf. An interesting fellow, isn't he? What a wonderful establishment he's built. Sinful, of course, but wonderful.
Very sinful. Have you ever partaken of his
Taken, no.
hospitality?
Partaken, no. Visited, yes. Sat with the man, broken bread with the man, yes. He is a very interesting individual.
Has he made you any offers?
Oh, no. No, nothing so. Oh, of course not.
He
just-
gathers great
He
influence
knows
here.
he knows who to talk to and just who to speak with, who to grease. But he hasn't asked for anything yet. I've seen men like him my entire life.
If he asks anything of you, you must tell me.
Of course.
Watch him closely. It may be that we need to make the church's opposition to his premises known and vocal.
Well, we have two priests on the corner who are every night, continually, day and night, continually praying against him vocally. It is well known how the church feels about the Amber Veil. Anything more, and we will begin to turn the people against us.
Worth thinking about. Well, Aldrich, you've served me well. I suppose it's time for your reward.
All right, so you make your check. All right, you are not. You are good. You are fine. Excellent. We've done it, guys. We got through that part. All right, let's get to the real meat and potato of the games. Everyone's ready for the Epiphany. Everyone's gotten ready. Everyone's attending, correct? No surprise pullouts right at the last moment for side scenes. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Excellent. The bells toll slow and heavy. Their echoes rolling across the frozen valleys. From every lane and alley, people gather, huddled against the bite of the wind, their breath pluming white into the night. Priests swing censers of bitter incense, and the smoke curls in thick ribbons, mingling with the frost. Procession begins at Minster. Where do you begin with the procession, or are you going to come in later? Where would you like to be? Who would like to start at the very beginning of the procession?
I imagine I'll be coming in whenever the queen comes in.
She will be right up in the front with the king.
I'll sit close to the bishop.
The bishop will be right up in the front. He'll be making the entire march.
I imagine there's a place for me in the procession.
Absolutely. There's lots
Same.
of places for everyone. Okay, so Suni.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
All right.
Blush of Life.
Blush of life.
Yeah, I was just going to
Blush of
say
life.
that.
All right, so everyone do your blush of life. Because it's cold.
I got hungrier.
That's so weird. Mine showed fine, but I guess I am hungrier.
You are hungrier. Yes, you are. As the
Man, this is
procession
my only crit.
The procession begins at the minster. A line of torch bearers. You must each grab a torch and plunge it into the bonfire. You don't have
Great.
to, but you will look. It'll look very strange if you're not carrying a torch from the minster to the feast.
What do we have to roll to
Resolve plus composure.
resolve plus composure? All right. Where am I at?
My favorite role.
What's
Thank
the
you.
difficulty?
Difficulty is 2. Take half if you can.
Okay.
Resolving composure. I'm just gonna
Oh.
take half.
I'll be taking
can
half
take
for that.
half.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take half.
All right. So you dip your flames into the bonfire. You lift them above your head. Brit, you do the same?
Fuck no.
You do not light the torch. Okay. What do you do?
No. I just follow. I
You
just follow, but
Okay.
I'm keeping safe distance from the fire, but that's about it. No way.
All right. So a line of torchbearers, their flames shivering orange in the dark. Children's clutched cupped dripped hands, their faces lit with awe. Monks chant hymns in deep droning Latin, their voices rising and falling like the waves in the cold air. Each verse proclaims Christ's revelation to the Magi, the moment the divine was made manifest to mortal kings. The crowd follows in reverent silence, shoes crunching on snow-packed earth. From windows, townsfolk cross themselves from the market stalls. Beggars trail behind, muttering prayers for alms, and a gilded cross at the front of the procession, reflecting the torchlight like a shard of sun in the darkness. Behind it, Archbishop Aldrich walks with measured steps, eyes lifted heavenward, his voice raised in sermon. Where are you in relation to the Archbishop, Anarad?
Walking behind him in his entourage.
Excellent. Roswin, you're with the Queen, I suspect?
Yeah, I'm walking behind her and her entourage as well.
Vendretta, are you walking with Kinnerick?
Wherever she would be walking, yeah, probably probably.
Kinnerick, are your 3 mooks with you?
No, they're not with me per se, but perhaps they're about. Maybe not being seen.
Torches flare high. For mortals, the night is made holy. With the kindred eyes, the fire is a living threat, gnawing at the edges of your composure. Your beast snarls in your chest, urging flight, hunger, or madness. Each step closer to the torchlight is a test of will. Each hymn a hammer stroke, reminding them that this is not your world. The Archbishop steps up. He looks to you, Anarad, and he smiles. And he says, "To date, I have chosen not to give the sermon." And Brother Sen steps forward. "Tonight, a new worthy will give the sermon tonight and bless the Epiphany." The bells toll, and Brother Sen, last seen at the Hill of St. Catherine, as the priest who got away, Crafters, steps forward. What does everyone else do at this?
It's got this gritted teeth expression on my face, like.
I would say Windretta's looking over at Anarod like, what the hell is your guy doing? Why isn't he doing his thing?
This is not what I told him to do.
Sunit?
Can I have a question? I like a question. Does Quell the Beast breach the Masquerade?
I mean, no one knows that you did it. It's not like
I'd like to do that on him.
I'm just mad I'm not frenzying yet. Keep
No,
that in your
not
back
on
pocket.
Anarad, on that priest. I want him to be
Oh,
lethargic
sense the
and
beast. Okay,
Oh,
yeah, sorry.
no.
Quell the beast.
not sense the beast.
No, he wants to quell the beast.
the beast.
Which you can do to a mortal, which makes them listless and apathetic and not give a crap if he
did
wins.
not know that.
It is a fully viable use.
And I'd really wait for him to be like, up front and try to be like, yes.
All right.
And then just nothing.
Why don't you give me the roll first, and then we will do it from there.
So it is one rouse check first.
Yep, make your rouse check.
Give me a second.
Let's make this priest bomb.
Oh, good. Rouse check successful. And then charisma and animalism, which is charisma and animalism 6
versus stamina plus resolve.
Can I add a willpower to that?
You can roll willpower to re-roll successes. To re-roll failures.
You're right. Okay,
yep.
So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Oh wait, no.
That's 3 successes.
That's still good.
That's 3 successes. Okay, versus his 2, 3. You got 2. All right, so you hit him with the quell. He steps up to the plate. He steps up to the pulpit. He gets ready, and suddenly he just sort of exhales as the bells toll. And as he begins to try to raise his voice above the chanting of the monks, his breath visible in the winter air, he just sort of exhales. On this night, we remember the star that shone in the east, guiding the Magi far from lands to kneel before the child Christ. There were kings and sages, yet they cast down their crowns and bent their knees, for the light of the world had been revealed. So it's with all rulers, and he just goes on and he drones and he drones. Before the true God, pride must bow, the crowns must be laid low. And what are kings and thanes? What are swords and banners, if not dust in the wind? Only Christ endures, and only his light drives out the shadow. He's just completely apathetic about the entire thing, but he keeps going, but he stops, puts his head on his hands. He just looks at a place. What do you do, Suni? Because I know you have things.
Don't involve him. He's gonna fuck up my thing. Don't involve him.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't
Odin
think I'm
appears.
necessarily going to do anything, but like, how did I not notice that it was Brother Sen who got away?
That was Chill Wolf who got away.
I thought it was K-Wolf who got away.
I'm sorry, this is Brother Kaelwolf. I apologize.
Okay,
This is
okay,
Father
all right,
Kaelwolf,
okay, cool.
not Brother Sen. I
Okay.
apologize. Kaelwolf.
Okay.
He
Wow.
was telling you. He was telling you from my perspective. You know, one priest, two priests. They all look the
They all
same.
look,
to me.
the
Fine.
same to him. But it's
All
Brother,
look the same, all
it's
taste
Brother
the same.
Kaelwolf. It's the one who baptized you.
Then, yes. Okay. Then,
Yes,
yeah,
it's
then
the priest who
then
baptized you.
everything is-
Brother
Everything is
Kaelwolf.
great. It's not Brother Sen, my touchstone.
No, it's Brother
I
Kaelwolf.
almost killed. Yeah, no, then I especially at his listlessness, I am happy because keeping these Christians toeing the line is better than rowdy Christians.
I want to make a quick roll for the crowd. Okay, they are happy. They are happy. He's gotten 5-6. He got 4 successes on his performance check. They're at least happy. No one's throwing corn at him yet. Not corn, but potatoes or tomatoes
I
or
like the
whatever's
fact that
on
he
the
used yet.
yet.
Turnips.
Turnips. They're throwing turnips.
Turnips.
Thank you. Yes, turnips. They're throwing turnips.
Potatoes and corn are new, and tomatoes are New World crops.
He continues. You've heard whispers in the valleys, mutterings of heathen rites in hidden places. They light no holy flame. Their fires burn only to deceive. But the light of Christ overcomes every darkness. The star that once shone above Bethlehem now shines above Wessex, and no pagan rite, no old god of stone or tree can stand against it. Remember well, people of Winchester, as the Magi came from afar and gave homage, so too must all lords and aldermen, all thanes and peasants, bow before the kings of men. Earthly crowns rise and fall, thrones are worn and lost. Herod's name is cursed, and his seat lies in ruin, but Christ reigns eternal. If rulers do not bend the knee, they will be seen as Herod, overthrown, forgotten, and devoured by worm. Take courage, then. Christ's revelation is not only for kings in the east, but for you here is this hall, in this city, in this land. Hold fast to the true faith, and you will not stumble. Let the star guide you. Let the light of Christ be the fire that warms your hearth and the shield that guards your soul. And for in him, in no darkness at all. Amen. And he just sort of waves his hand off, completely not caring about it, and just sort of stumbles off. The archbishop looks to you, Anarad, and kind of shrugs and says, "Is that what you wanted?"
Well, at least it was neutral.
And he would give you an error appropriate thumbs up.
Yeah.
It was so boring. I can't be mad.
The archbishop stands up and he grabs the cross, and he says, "As the Magi kneeled, so must all kings." And he raises the cross high in the sky toward when you look into the sun, up into the sky, you see a comet. Red. In the sky. Did not notice it the night before.
Do we know what comets are?
To you, no. This is a sign in the sky. This is something new
Oh,
in the
yes.
sky.
Great.
Yes.
Wonderful. Awesome. Yes.
Who's beside me?
Who's beside you?
Yeah.
I suspected that you were with a bunch of your followers. That you and your followers had kind of come along, and that you are now crowded in amongst Christians and your followers. People are looking up at the sky. Everyone is like, "Oh my god," and they are like hitting the knees. The only person who does not fall to their knees almost immediately, and this is up to you if you do or not. The
No.
king does not. The king does not.
Would I know that? How much would I know Christianity? That's the question.
Not
I feel
everybody
like Rosalind
does.
would be like
Queen
enraptured
does.
by the beauty of it, but she wouldn't fall to her knees.
Okay.
But she would definitely be staring at it as like a thing of beauty.
Because doesn't a red comet in Christianity means like disease, pestilence, and war? The coming of like the
No one knows exactly what. No one knows what it means. This is untreaded territory. Who knows?
Okay.
Who
It would
knows
be
what
scary.
who knows what the mind of a Saxon from eight. We're discovering that as we go along.
I'm probably bewildered that everybody is like, being reverent to a thing in the sky.
Regardless of the comment, I am kneeling because it said that kings kneel, and that's what I am.
Likewise, it's not like I look around and I see who is and who isn't, and I see the king isn't, but regardless, it's expected. So not for the comet, but for the occasion.
Well, it looks like a star, just another star in the sky, just big and red and glowing.
I don't kneel. I do not kneel.
When Dredda take a knee.
I was thinking about that. I mean, yeah, but there's also the part of her that is kind of, contrary, that is like, well, I don't want to fucking do that, even though everyone else is, but might as well, plus it looks
Not
good or
everybody's
whatever.
doing that.
Hey, I don't know you yet, so
That's a dirty pagan hole.
Anorod smirks and takes a knee. It's malicious compliance for me. I do it, but if you're looking at me, you can tell I'm like taking the piss out of it.
yeah, pretty much.
You see Badolf take a knee. He's joined the procession at some point. And it looks as he intends to join the procession to the feast as he takes a knee. Next to you, Suni, you feel a touch on your shoulder, a familiar, weird hand on your shoulder that you've come to associate with Cadweir, perhaps. But when you turn around, it's not him. It's just some peasant who just seems to blend in completely. But he whispers to you, "It's me, Cadweir."
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Do you see that? That is interesting, my friend.
What is it?
No idea.
It is interesting, though.
But it is very interesting.
It's a beautiful shade.
I think it's evil. I think it's a bad omen.
I don't think so.
Well, we're both kneeling. Probably for the same reason.
I'm not kneeling because of that.
Well, I'm not kneeling because of that either. I just don't want to get my head chopped off.
Oh, I'm kneeling because I'm a king.
He laughs. He goes, behind him, you hear a scuffle. There's a scuffle behind you, Wolfstan.
I look behind me. What's going on?
And you see 2 or 3 beggars are picking a fight at the edge of your followers.
I'm gonna get closer to them and see what they want.
They're just drunks, but they look like they're just attacking randomly.
I try to talk with them.
All right. Get out of here, you pagans.
You follow a star, call it a holy day. You should remember that on all light leads to the throat. You preach a commandment etched in stone. We carve our law into bone, blood, and battle. Your first command is to bow to one God. Ours is to stand tall before many. You may think that this is some kind of courage that you've mustered. But there's fear in you for courage to be. And I hope that wind will carry truth older than your creed. Now be gone and leave my fellows.
He looks kind of befuddled by what you've just said. Like you've kind of talked him into circles. And he's like, I don't even know what you just said. You pagans just gotta go. Just gotta get with it.
I'm gonna whistle. Could my familiars be allowed inside?
You're not inside yet. You're outside. You guys have not gone inside
then
at all
I'd whistle. I'd whistle Fehu to my side, like this very nasty dog thing. Just being like,
well, you first to go, friend.
He looks at the
I'm a
dog.
guest here.
I want you to make a wits. No, I'm sorry. A manipulation plus intimidation check. Difficulty. What is your dice pool? Well, your difficulty is 3.
Intimidation and manipulation. That is 5.
5. So you're 1 away from being able to take half. So your difficulty is 3. Remember what is your hunger?
I got 3.
You forgot-
Oh, sorry, I forgot. My hunger is 1.
Reroll that with 1 hunger.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. No, okay.
Okay, excellent.
I'll take
All
it.
right. All right. So you got it. He backs down. He goes, yeah, okay, maybe you're right. Looks at the dog and he just sort of kind of kicks in its general direction, and the dog just grabs its leg and shakes it for a little bit, and he pulls it back, and then he runs away.
And I'm just gonna go back where things are more interested. Like, I want to see what the big people with the weird hats are doing.
Excellent.
That's basically
Roswood, next to you, the queen has bowed. She has taken a knee. She is completely in awe, but she also looks stricken that her husband, and she's like, sit, get, kneel, get. And Male is standing up. He is there, but he is just standing up too, defiant, not holding a torch. Almost like Wolfstan. Seems almost defiant.
Okay. I would say that Roz is definitely enraptured by the sight of it, but once she notices the queen kind of doing that, and especially if she locks eyes with Battle, she'll kind of gather herself and she'll also kneel pretty quickly. And yeah, interesting that the king and his mage are not kneeling.
Excellent. Okay. So as everyone kneels,
Yes, Dave.
Davey's
Davey's got something.
I was
What's
just
up?
going to say. I was just going to say, is this the first time we've all seen Mail?
Probably yes. This is the first time you've seen Male. I thought I'd introduced it before. Let me describe Male. Male is a short man. He's very short. He's only 5'2". He is dressed in all black robes, almost monkish, but just dyed completely black, made of burlap, or an era appropriate version that's just terrible to wear. His hair is just one mass of black curls, ridden with bones and feathers, and a wild beard. He has a belt wrapped around his waist, just made of cord, and he's just standing there, and he's just proud as a peacock that the king is standing. He looks a little sickly and a little gaunt in the face.
Interesting. Can I sense the unseen on mail?
You may attempt to. Go for it.
Which plus aspects? Oh my god, I really need to upgrade that.
What's
This
your
is what you
response
mean by
aspects?
you may attempt. It's 3.
Yep, go for it. So you do. No, you don't sense it.
Nope.
You don't know. You
sense
don't know.
nothing.
You don't notice anything strange about him at all. Neither the scent of fresh blood from his lips or anything like that.
Well, I'll let it lie for now, but I'm actually pretty curious about this guy. I want to talk to him
Okay.
at the event, but I will wait.
As the king doesn't bow, it becomes obvious, and Aldrich just awkwardly lowers the cross, and people begin eventually standing up. Aldrich is just looking at the sky, and looking at the king, and the king is looking at the sky, and it's not lost upon Aldrich that the complete message was either ignored by the king or lost on him. Something went wrong. Something went wrong tonight. He leads everyone in attendance into a feast hall. Yes? Correct? I thought you raised your hand up.
Oh no. I was just, I'm happy to feast.
Celebrating.
Just
Celebrating.
devil horning because it's time for the good part of Christian festivals, which is the large
Yes.
feast.
After Mass, the city feasts and drinks an Epiphany revelry. This is where the people finally get hyped up. They would have been hyped up in the main event, but it fell flat because of the use of Quell the Beast. But now there are candles everywhere, tales labened, gossip thick. After the last bell and the blessing of water, the crowd swells toward the minster's great hall and the yard beyond. Inside, trestle tables of oaken boards on peg legs, benches polished smooth by years of feasts. Fresh rushes strewn with dried herbs, mint thyme, soft, the cold stone underfoot. Smoke from braziers and the central hearth hangs high beneath the rafters. Tallow candles gutter in iron hoops, licking the wood with restless light. Outside, canvas awnings over stalls, fire pits, and wassail bowls steaming in the freezing air. A lay brother carries a brass ewer and a basin down a high table, ritual hand washing before the first course, while stewards pace like the ship's mates, counting platters and cups. There's a high table where Archbishop Aldrich presides, flanked by surgy clergy and whoever nobles of Wessex are in town, including the Queen's retinue and Roswin. The Ealdorman Cuthman's wife, Windretta, is seated at the head table, along with the Thane, Kinnerick. At the second board, Thane's representatives, guild elders, and wealthier townsfolk, traders such as Sunni, find their seating. Anarad, where do you choose to sit? You could probably fit in at the head table, but you'd have to make space.
Where's Moyle saying?
Moyle is sitting at the head table next to the king.
I'm gonna sit at the head table too then.
You're going to sit at the head table too?
Yeah.
All right. So you're not sitting with the artisans, the reeds men, or the fishmongers. All right. You see Badoff is there, sitting at the second board. He's wearing a plain cloak, too fine of a brooch, and generous. Cadweir, you noticed the same Cadweir you noticed before is sitting at the lower board with the kind of just at the edges of it, pretending to eat. Sunni. And you get to sit at the second. But where would you like to Are you going to try to move toward the main board, or are you going to try to? What are you going to do?
I think I'm fine here, actually. More my people right now. But I'm definitely starting a whisper campaign about. Oh, can you believe the king didn't kneel? Oh my gosh, the king didn't kneel at Epiphany. What a scandal!
Oh, nice. You know what? Give me a wits plus subterfuge roll. What is your dice pool? The difficulty is 3.
Which plus subterfuge? I have a dice pool of 5. Do I'm just asking because I'm just asking. Do I get an extra die from prophetic threats?
Prophetic threats. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm for some reason yes, that is prophetic. That it is a bad omen that he did not kneel on Epiphany.
So that's an extra die. So I get 6.
So you can take half.
I'd rather crit.
You'd rather crit? Okay. Oh my god, yes. You'd rather crit. I love that a crit just happened. So that is 6 successes total. That is 3 over the margin with a crit. So it spreads like wildfire at the second table. And once it hits the second table, it hits the first table. And then once it hits the first table, it makes that leap into the main crowd. And at some point, it's all anyone can talk about. It's all anyone can talk about. So much so that it hits the head table. Eventually, it hits the head table, where we hit the king. And the king turns and looks at you.
At me?
At you.
Oh.
Then he smiles. Then he looks away. He looks to Mail. Mail smiles. The room has turned clearly against the king.
I have 0 awareness, so I choose not to notice that the king has looked at me.
I love it. I love it. Wolfstan, where do you sit?
So I'm probably not very used to these very fancy Christian feasts. I would probably sit where they're sitting me, so depending on wherever that is.
You're famous, man. They're bringing you right up to the front.
I'm going where they're if wherever they want me to sit, this is where I'm going because I'm a guest here. So I'm not going to be like fighting for a place. And I probably do not realize like if I'm at the end of a like very far back table, I probably don't even realize that would be a slight. So it's really up to them where they want to sit me.
Oh no. The bishop's men, they bring you right up to the front. They want to show you exactly what's up with tonight. What's really up tonight. Aldrich has stepped forward. He's no longer in charge of having to give the sermon. Sermon's over. He's done his part. But Aldrich makes the sign of the cross over the first platters, and a hymn line is taken up by the monks. Soft, it's resonant and brief. The cupbearer moves in sequence between the clergy, then the noble guests, then the noble townsfolk. Carver stands at a sideboard, blade flashing, turning whole joints into orderly slices. Servants bring food in courses shared from large platters to wooden bowls and trenchers. There's roasts, boar shoulders, venison haunches, goose. From the rivers and the seas, you have smoked eel, salt herring on rye, a fish stew. Foods you can't eat unless you're Wendretta. Is anyone making an attempt to eat the food this evening? To fit in?
No.
I can eat just fine.
Yes, you can.
Rosalind's gonna try and do her usual sneaky movie. I'm always about to take a bite trick, but never actually taking one.
I'm probably feeding my dog and putting some in my pouch for the dog later on tonight. That's probably what I'm doing.
Yeah, at Humanity 6, I have trouble with this now.
You do have trouble. This is new.
Yeah, new for me. In order to keep anything down, I would need to roll Composure Stamina at difficulty 3. I have 3 dice for that roll, so I will not be eating. I
All
will not
right.
be eating. I'm gonna. If anyone asks, I'm gonna say I have a stomach complaint.
Excellent. So that's what you're going to say. So I would like you to make to fit in a wits plus subterfuge check. Difficulty 3.
At
Unless
least
you can
that's
take
one more
half.
dice.
Unless you can take half.
Well, I can't. I
Okay.
can't. I can't take half. I'm gonna be suspicious, I suppose.
Okay. Then I'll move the suspicion
Don't
clock.
be suspicious. Don't be
Be
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious.
All right.
Don't be
Yeah.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah. Yeah, only 2 successes, so I am suspicious. I can't re-roll anything there, so
Aldrich
thanks to hunger.
leans over and says, you haven't eaten anything, my friend. Not a bite. It's being noticed. And you see the king and Mail, and the king's just like shakes his head, smiles at you, Anarad. And Mail just sort of looks at you and cocks his head. And then with a hushed tone, he begins whispering into the king's ear.
Nothing I can do about that. Because the other danger is that I do try and eat something and then I spew blood over everyone at the top table, projectile vomit, my vitae everywhere. So I really think that would be worse.
I think so too. I think that's appropriate. I think that's a very appropriate be a human, not a beast situation.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, Wolfstan.
I'd also be on the lookout for Roswin to have a chance to finish the conversation that we had on St. Catherine's Hill.
Excellent. Wendretta and Roswin, speaking to the two of you, since you're actually not very apart, you find yourself at the head table. There's only one person between you, and it's a very boring Thane that you don't know. He's very boring, but at one point during the night, suddenly he's replaced by Badolf, and you hear the change of coin, and Badolf seems to have bought his way onto the main table and is sitting between the two of you.
Of course.
Wonderful.
Good evening, my lord.
Oh, good evening, good evening. I needed better company.
Pleasure to have you at our table this evening.
Of course, I've been engulfed in rumor about the king, and I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to sit somewhere where that was not the only gossip, because I have some to share of my own, and I only know one person. I only know one person that I can share it with, but I need to share it with many. So he leans into Roswin and he whispers, "I need you to invite all of the Canaanites of the city, unmasked, to the Amber Vale. There is something that that is of importance to all of them. You control who comes. You invite who comes. I don't care. I'll only speak to those you invite. But the choice is yours. You invite who comes." He looks up, he smiles, he goes, "Thank you. I needed to get that off my chest." And he smiles and looks to Wendretta. Does anyone try to listen in to what he whispered?
I was going to say, where am I in relation? Can I hear from where I'm at?
You're on the other.
I hear?
You're on the other side of Wendretta. You can try to hear if you want over the din of the over the feast. You can.
Yeah.
Give me a wits plus awareness check. Difficulty 3.
Can I also do that and take half?
Yes, you can.
Gonna do that.
Okay, Kinner.
I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna
burn the willpower real quick.
Real quick.
Probably a good idea.
Did it get worse? No, it got better.
No, I'm good. I got my third success. I'm good.
You got used to, well, good. Chat, we almost had a critical failure, a messy failure, which would have been ugly. Arrogance would have been wonderful at this point in time, but it did not happen.
There would have been a hell of an epiphany.
So you hear it as well. You hear what was said as well.
I would say shortly after Battle whispers that in my ear, I make direct eye contact with Windretta to be like, did you catch that?
And yeah, and she gives that same look back, just that intense eye, the smallest of nods, so that no one else notices.
Fantastic.
Battle sits back and she cuts into a roast haunch, and he takes a bite and he kind of enjoys it. Chews it, masticates, swallows, and just seems to enjoy it. He just takes a glass, raises it up, he drinks some, and then he leaves. And the boring Thane returns to the seat. Kenrick, what do you do with all this newfound information you just heard?
Well, while it was meta knowledge before it was my knowledge, I was thinking that I would later confer with those who he told that I wouldn't go, because if he doesn't particularly know that I'm a Cainite yet, then we'll keep that from him. Any information he shares can be relayed. So, no, I addressed this to Windretta. I let her know. It's like, if you are known, I will not be.
I am known, so you don't need to go.
Where
I'll
am I enrolled if you
definitely
told
be
us?
looking for an opportunity to share this information with the rest of the coterie, and they can make up their minds whether or not they're going to attend.
Mead.
All right, at this point, folks, we're going to take our 10-minute break, and we will be right back. We will see you shortly.
Kill the king and replace him with Sunni.
You should hear the things we talk about.
I mean,
behind the
I always
scenes,
assumed that it
folks.
was a fact and I was already a thing. So, I mean, like, isn't Sunni already the king? No?
He would think so.
He's the king, just not of Wessex.
All right, folks, welcome back from break. How's everyone doing? Everyone having a great time? I'm having a blast. I'm going to do our mid-session check-in just to make sure everyone's still good. Roswin, everything good? Anurad, good?
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, you good?
Royal.
Keep work. How you feeling?
Doing good. Doing good.
Fantastic. Quick Crafters, how you doing tonight?
Perfect.
Wendretta?
Wondrous.
Fantastic. All right. The candles and torches make the hall a theater of flicker and flare. The beast's nerves twitch at every sudden flare of fat on the spit. The scent of blood, beast, bird, fish hang stick as incense. The blessing of water early still feels like a cold coin in the mouth of memory. Masks must hold. Appetites must be managed. Every smile is a blade. Sunni, Cadward kind of nudges you at one point and says, "Hey, I got some things that I got to tell you at some point. That's not here. We're gonna have to talk, and you might want to tell the others. But we can't talk here. We're gonna have to talk somewhere else. Just let the others know, all right?"
Okay.
No, fantastic. So he backs off, and then you notice that that he's just not there anymore. He's blended in with the crowd. Brad, one of the Thanes at the tables seems to stands up and goes, "I think I recognize you."
Yes, you've probably seen me.
You were up on St.
Frequent
Catherine's Hill.
taverns.
No, you were up on St. Catherine's Hill, weren't you?
Up in St. Catherine's Hill? Nonsense. What would I be doing up there?
I could have sworn I saw a smug bastard look just like you.
A lot of smug bastards out there. Some of them do look just like me. I've got one of those faces.
Kenrick's ears perk up at bastard.
How'd you get
Let
at this
me
table
see.
again? What? You're gonna do something? Do something.
No, he's explained. He explained to him that he's there with the bishop as part of the bishop's entourage. But what I was I was just looking at. Oh my god.
Showcase.
Yeah, I just whether I could persuade him, like basically whether I could lie to this guy and make him believe I wasn't there.
Okay, so that'd be the witch plus subterfuge. Manipulate plus subterfuge.
Yeah, it's not my best pool. So I will rouse.
Okay. You rouse. And you get hungrier.
Oof. Of course I do.
What's your hunger at now?
3.
3. Excellent.
Now it gets fun.
Now we start to have fun, friends.
The moment that you've all been waiting for, a large public murder that I do. Yeah, so I will roll to dissuade him of my involvement. And I will actually. Should I? Can you use awe for lies?
Yes, absolutely. You can use it for all social roles. It's a manipulation.
Well, maybe I didn't need to rouse, but whatever.
Rousing helps.
Okay.
All eyes turn
Yeah,
toward.
this guy.
Oh.
Wow. Oh my God. Yes.
You've never even heard of St. Catherine's Hill. It was
Where's that? Where's that?
What?
One of the most convincing lies that have ever come out of your mouth. At a total of 7 successes.
7.
7 successes, my friend. He looks at you, goes, but he looks at you intently, and so does everyone else at the main table. You've gotten everyone's attention. Everyone's staring at you.
That was what I was afraid of.
I'm going to give you a stain. You didn't need awe. Being a beast, not a human.
Oh, come on, man. Fine.
You got everyone's attention.
I just can't turn this charm off.
He sits
He's
down.
that bard.
He goes,
He's made a name for himself.
He sits down. That bard, which bard? Which bard? The one that lives in Milna's in that the creaky old lady's onion thing.
Onion seller.
The onion bard with the harp who sings.
The harp who sings. Okay. Could have sworn it was you. He looks at Wolfstein. He goes, I know you were there.
Yeah, and what of it?
Nothing. Just saying. Make a wits plus manipulation plus intimidation check.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. Manipulation and intimidation?
Yes. What is your
Sure, okay.
What is your dice pool?
Yeah. It's gonna be 5, I believe. So it's gonna be 1.
You're gonna have to roll
2,
for it, yep.
3, 4, and 5.
Okay. So he goes, what of it? He goes, I'll take you right here, pagan.
I'm sorry, I do not bed males, but I thank you for the offer.
He stops in his tracks, doesn't seem to know what to say, and he sits down. And he just sits down.
Windretta is laughing at that. Openly laughing at that. That's funny.
Kenrick as well, definitely.
The king looks over to looks over to you, Wolfston. He goes, welcome, Twiceborn. Welcome to my table.
Politely nod.
Welcome
And
to
I
my
thank
table.
you for inviting me.
Of course. Welcome to my table. I love to have such an emissary from such a prestigious and wondrous group of people at my table.
Emissary, Your Majesty, would mean that we are not home. We are home. I am of your people. And those that follow me are your people, should you will it.
The last group of pagans that asked for that very same promise later attacked the estate they were on. So you must forgive us if I can take you in as subjects yet.
You do not need to ask forgiveness, Your Majesty. You have not slighted me.
The king looks barred. Sing us a tale of Skaldmir. He looks at Anorad. Sing us a
Oh, I know him. Oh, him.
sing us a song about Thane Kinnerick and the scouring of Skaldmir.
All right.
Yes, sing.
Oh no!
Okay, so
I give Anorod the hairiest eyeball.
Male claps.
the
Yes.
the harp comes out, and Anarod proceeds to sing. All is still on. Proceeds to sing a song about the bloody-handed, tyrannical, fearsome defender of the Christian faith, who slew so many unarmed women and children on those days. And I'm not gonna. He sings it in the style that he's trying to aggrandize Kinnerick, but it's done very subversively. So you could see that the singer doesn't exactly approve, but everyone's meant to approve. And oh yeah, applaud this guy. Oh yeah, thank Kinnerick. He's such a great guy for burning down a village.
All right. I like it.
So let's see how complete this character assassination is, I suppose.
All right. So what I want you to roll is depending on how you roll is how it's going to affect a frenzy check. So I want you to roll manipulation because you're trying to manipulate, plus
Yep.
performance, plus
Mhm.
awe, plus your specialty, plus your rouse because you've already roused for it.
Okay.
Scene has not changed. Plus your hunger dice.
So that's. Give me a moment to calculate this. A lot of dice.
There's a lot of dice.
Yes, it's.
You can take half if you
it's
like.
9. It's 9. I am going to take half
Okay, you
because I
take
actually
half.
don't want Kinnerick to kill me.
Smart idea.
He's just enjoying hearing his name and song.
It's like hearing a song in a language you don't understand, just your name in it, and you're like, yay!
He plays the song. He plays it well. He could put more into it. He can do better. You've heard better from him. It's very. You heard what he said. Heard what he said. But he didn't go for broke, so it's not going to be so much to provoke a frenzy. So I think that was very knightly of him. He did not provoke a frenzy. He could have
been a real arsehole.
He really could have, or it could have gone poorly. But he sings the song. It's not the most ingratiating song. How do you react to it? And how do you react to it as well, Winchester? I'm interested to have the Ventru perspective on things.
Again, Kinnerick is glad to hear his name and song, and he knows the events of that night, and he knows Anorod's perspective of things. So he doesn't poke the bear, so to speak. He knows exactly the undertones of the song. But he also knows that he did what had to be done, and he knows that those of Skaldmir rode out, bringing their own flint and tinder to that encounter. So
She kind of does like a small eye roll thing of like, oh God, they're at it again. Seriously, get over it already.
And the weird thing about it is, I was going to say the weird thing about it, as Anorod is singing this and looking Kinnerick dead in the eyes, he's doing it, is that he's thinking to himself, I'm actually not as pissed off about this as I once was. What's up with that? That's strange.
Hello, loss of humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Now Kenrick just kind of looks at him and nods. He's like, "Yeah, I get it."
Right. Eventually, as the night progresses, the king talks to each of you in turn slightly. But Mal takes an interest in Suni at the table from across.
I'm not even at that table.
No, you're not. He takes notice of you from the high table,
Okay.
and he kind of goes, "Come here," and he calls over Davy over too. "Come here." Calls you both over.
Okay. I will go because I want to talk to this guy anyway.
Wits and awareness to notice him?
If you want, yeah. Wits plus awareness, difficulty 3. You might fail.
I can't succeed unless I crit.
Are you sensing the beast?
Oh no, I meant to notice him waving at me at all.
Oh,
I'm having a party over here at this other table.
He's having a party. Okay, fantastic. All right. So you don't notice him waving at you, and he gives up after a moment. But when he sees Davy approaching, he gives all his attention toward Anarad. He's like, "Ah, yes, have a seat." And he tells people, "Move down, move down." So that means when Dreda has to kind of move, and Kinnick has to kind of move.
Seriously?
Yep.
hit the big leagues now.
So Davy's up next to the king now, basically, one away from the king, who just kind of looks and kind of gives you a leering grin. And he's like, "Hello again."
Your Highness, so kind of you to have us at your table. I haven't been introduced to your advisor.
Yes, this is Mal. Mal comes from, well, it doesn't matter where Mal comes from. Mal came with Lord Cuthwin.
Hmm.
And now resides with us.
I see.
Yes. A Mal came with wondrous gifts.
I've heard tales of your gifts, sir. I would be interested in learning more about them.
Mal looks, goes, "Oh, I'd be interested in teaching you about my gifts. I think you, most of all, would be interested in my gifts. I've seen you tonight, Anarad. I've seen how you peck at your food.
A bit of a sore tummy.
I understand. Yes, indeed. He's going to make a roll against you real quick. 2, 3, 4. I need you to make a resolve plus composure check for me.
Great, my favorite. That's 4 dice. That's not so bad.
That's 3. You got it. You succeeded. He does not get what he was looking for.
Great.
And one more would have been terrible for you, but no, it wasn't. You would have just punched him and it gone the other way.
It's been a while since I've just lost temper, lost my composure entirely and decked
Right.
somebody.
You do not lose your
run off.
composure on Mail, but he pointedly looks at you and he just smiles and he goes, "You. Yes, you. For some reason, I know it's you." And he goes, "I know another one too."
Hmm. Which other one?
There's the one who hangs around the queen.
I see. Over the table was the rumor that Mail is only ever seen at night, or is it that he is seen during the day? Because I can't remember which one that was.
Both. There's rumors of both.
Okay, yeah, right. So he is yeah. So we don't think he's kindred. He goes, I don't know who you're talking about, but I would be curious to hear more about the special talents that you possess that make you such an excellent augur for the king?
Show me of a house being burned. Man falling out a window. Bodies inside.
Is that a prophecy?
Prophecy. Clairvoyance. Postcognition.
Marvelous.
A vision, perhaps. Of the future, of the
Well,
past, of things to come.
I'll be on the lookout for fires.
Of course. Would you come? Would you come though and see my powers? I would love to show you.
Well, I must admit, I am curious. I would love to accept this offer.
King looks at you as excellent. Because I've told everything I know. I've told Mail. He knows everything that I know.
Of course.
It's good to see you again, Anaran. I wish we could have made an agreement when we had.
Well, I believe you made an agreement with a friend of mine, did you not?
Mail. I've made an agreement with Mail.
I see. He is your patron of sorts, then?
I
Your
have
Highness?
no need for a patron anymore. He's brought me power beyond what your kind can bring me. Without the cost of servitude. Clarity that I've never had before.
I just give like Mail like a knowing look, like you did a number on this guy. He is not smart, but good job. Of course, Your Highness.
And of course, you're still welcome in Winchester. There are no hard feelings. Just because we couldn't make a deal doesn't mean we can't be friends.
Of course. We would not wish to be enemies with you, Your Highness.
Who's we? I'm speaking of you. I don't know who else you speak for.
Well, the royal we, let's say.
No, we don't see yet. We're not Norman. I mean, hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I speak for myself. Figure of
Understood.
speech, of course.
And you, Twiceborn, the king speaks up. You wish to be of my people. Would you wish to see my sorcerer's ways too?
I have no need for a seer's way of seeing things. The god reveals when the god wants us to know.
Wise answers. Wise answers. Lady
I
Winter-
would, though, if His Majesty would not mind, have a word with your bard over there.
And points towards like Anaran.
If I could borrow him for a moment.
Of course.
You, come here.
It's just stand up and just like,
Just like I've never seen this man before in my life, but okay.
I don't know the conversations you had before. So he's still going to be somewhat like, standing up and a bit moving further away. He doesn't really mind prying eyes, so it's really up to Anurad how far they're moving away from everybody else.
I will give the king a respectful bow and a nod to Mael, and I'll say, I look forward to seeing your revelations at your earliest convenience, I suppose.
King doesn't seem to look at you, but you get a sense that he definitely heard you and understood you. He's looking in a different direction as if he's looking 1,000 miles away. He's focused in on something at the other end of the hall.
Can I see what he's looking at?
Sure, you can.
If I roll my 3 dice good?
If you throw your 3, you only have 3 dice of Wisp plus awareness, you have no aspects, do you? Okay.
I do, I've got
the
aspects.
horizon.
Okay. So you use your which you have heightened senses, correct?
I've got Sense the Unseen. I'm going to try Sensing the Unseen at what he's looking at.
Okay.
So, Wits plus Auspex, that's still only 3 dice. It sucks. And they're all hunger dice. Is this worth it?
Are you saying that to convince yourself, or that's because
Yes, it's worth it.
Oh,
Okay, nothing
Yeah,
bad
it's all
happens.
good.
Nothing bad happens, but you don't notice what he's looking at.
Nothing good happens either.
Nothing good happens either. It's just you look in the direction, and he snaps out of it for a second, and he turns. And he'll say, of course, yes, just talk to my bard. He's not my bard. I understand the last king's bard he slept with their wife.
it's gonna stand up and just
Word
go
gets
after
round, huh?
Anurad. So Anurad,
Anurad,
where are we going?
I'll kind of walk over to you and go and make a big show of Anurad, pleased to meet you, sir. I don't believe we've been acquainted.
I'm gonna look at
And
you
then,
funny for a second, really not understanding the undertones of what you're trying to do. Enough of this. Let's talk, and just like stand up
Alright.
and follow you.
Yeah, take me. We'll go to like another room if there's a place, or like a corner. I don't know what the layout is of this hall.
Like an alcove, probably something like that.
Yeah, like an alcove. We'll go plot in an alcove.
First, a piece of wisdom. Wisdom is earned, never freely given. Remember that. Now, the one who hides her face but not her will, the masked woman, your guide, your voice, I would speak with the Ruths, not the Leaves. Can you take me to her?
I can. They're seated at this very table, but
Oh, she is.
I don't
And he's gonna
believe.
like, just like look around the corner and be like, which one is it? Like
There's
really
only
not
three.
subtle.
There's only 3 options at the table.
Yeah,
Fair.
not the queen. The other 2 are like us. The queen's woman was the one that you met on the hill.
What's the air color of the queen?
Amber.
No, the queen was there, wasn't she? I remember the fiery air everywhere.
Right, she does enjoy a diversion, let's say.
A diversion?
You know,
No, I don't. Why I'm asking.
the Christians, they fear us, they hate us, but they enjoy what we
Dying?
bring.
Because that's what they did.
Keep your
And
voice
people
down.
look at you, and
I-
the king shoots a look over at you.
Keep your voice down, Wolfstan. If you want this place to be your home, discretion is important, and I just spent an hour persuading that twit over there that I had nothing to do with the events that occurred last week.
But why? They were the one that attacked us. They died because their feet took them up that hill. They met a blade that they walked right into.
Yes,
Why would you be afraid to share that? They died by their own doing. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You did what was right. Now, can you show me the woman?
I make a gesture with my forehead towards like it's just a nod towards Roswin, and I say, Roswin of Lichfeld, and then I gesture to Windreda. I say, Lady Windreda, and the surly one who enjoyed my song earlier, Kinrick. Oh,
Muted. You're muted.
you're
Sorry, I was just
Oh.
gonna say I did remove my mask on the hill, so he would know my face.
Okay.
I asked earlier. I didn't know if I
didn't know-
remembered your face.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Can you bring her over? I believe that there's such a thing as stations here, and it would be improper for me to maybe just seek her out as brazenly as I did a bard, wouldn't it?
I have a hard time persuading either of them to do anything, but I will do my
Oh,
best.
I'm sure they will make their way here if you ask politely.
I will sort of casually go back to the table. And sort of just kind of I'll sit closer to like I guess I was probably quite close to both of them anyway. And when I get the chance, I'll just be like, our pagan friend would like a word when you have a moment, ladies.
Friend, pagan friend. I mean, I've heard of him, but friend?
Perhaps it would be best for us all to meet after the feast. For two Christian ladies such as myself and the Lady Windretta to be commingling with a pagan at the Feast of the Epiphany would be seen as quite inappropriate. I mean no shame, Anarod. I am purely stating fact.
Very well. I will inform him. We'll have a little chat afterwards. And I'll get up and I'll casually wander back. And I'll be like, told you. Afterwards, we will speak.
So you succeeded.
In a manner of speaking.
It is always a matter of perspective. You should see perhaps a bit more of yourself in the brightest light of the moon, because you seem to be so hard on yourself, my friend.
And I'm gonna just, give him a big pat on the shoulder, like, stop worrying so much. And I'm gonna head back to the table and feed my dog some more.
Oh, you brought your dog in?
Oh yes, oh yeah, absolutely.
He's not the only.
This scabrous beast that you have with you.
He's not the only dog here, though.
Like,
He's not the
fellow
only
dog.
dog. Not the only dog. There's dogs in the hall. King has dogs. Male has dogs.
okay.
All right. So as the feast begins to sputter out, people begin to fall asleep at the table. The Epiphany sputters toward its end. Nobles doze over their cups, and monks herd children back into the cold. The queen withdraws with her retinue, and among the dispensing crowd, Roswin, now with a task, has to choose which kindred who is to meet at the Amber Vale this evening to hear what Battle has to say. So I'm going to pass it over to Roswin. I want to find out who amongst the kindred in the city receive an invitation to hear what Battle has to say tonight.
I will find a way to discreetly kind of get the attention of the coterie. And I will let them know of his invitation and basically tell them, we are not the only Canaanites here. I know there's Cabir, I know there is what's the other gangrel's name?
Eldhelm.
Aldhelm, thank you. There's Aldhelm, and obviously Wolfstan, who I would probably approach separately from the coterie. But I would let them know, if you deem it appropriate to invite them, do. But I'm letting you know that he is asking us to attend, and it seems rather important. I haven't known him long, but he does seem somewhat trustworthy. I think we should hear him out.
And like, not Cadweir. You just said his name. What's his name?
Aldhelm?
Aldhelm.
No, the one inviting us.
Battle.
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 Bad elf.
Battle.
Bad Elf, men like Bad Elf broker in information. As I told Wendretta, I would not show myself.
I should
Well-
let it be known to the coterie that I have asked him to mentor me in our ways. He has accepted this. However, he does wish for one of you to witness this oath. I don't know who of you is known to him, but I was careful not to reveal any of your identities to him. It's up to you who he knows and who he does not.
He knows me.
When Dreda's looking over, like, no, he definitely doesn't know me.
I was indiscreet performing at the Amber Vale and may have tipped him off slightly.
I like.
Well, at least
Kinneret-
there's one person who can witness our oath when it's made, if it's made.
I like Kinneret would prefer to stay hidden in the shadows.
Wolfstan, what do you have to say?
If I'm invited, I'm gonna be going.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm very public.
You know, you're new here, and this may be your opportunity to meet the rest of our group. So
Windretta will go, and then she'll just tell Kinnerick everything.
Do
I figure
Oh, good.
I can appear as part of Wendretta's retinue. Me and my boys can wait outside. We'll provide her a ride and protection.
Okay. Who's gonna tell Adhelm? Who's gonna tell Cadweir?
I'll tell him.
And Cadweir also had something he wanted to say as well, didn't he, Sunni?
Yeah. Oh, right. He wanted to tell everyone, not just me. And Badolf wants to do it tonight as well.
Yes, Kenrick?
Perhaps we could meet with Cadweir before we adjourn at the Vale.
Yeah, I think that's
Have an impromptu coterie meeting, as it were.
I think that's the best idea, is to speak with Cadweir first and inform him that Badolf wants K-Knights present. Although Cadweir likely won't attend.
All right, so you guys are going to search out Cadweir first?
Mm-hmm.
All right, where do you go to approach Cadweir? How do you find Cadweir? He's kind of disappeared from the crowd.
I don't know of a quick way to find him. I know of a long way. But that doesn't help.
He might not be a now thing. He might be a send a dove kind of and wait thing.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll send a dove while we have.
Okay, so you guys want to have a coterie meeting before going to the Amber Vale, or do you want to have a coterie meeting at the Amber Vale after hearing what Badolf has to say? It's completely up to you.
Well, I know I would like to talk to them before that meeting because I have business.
Okay. Anybody else feel that like
because
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Good with that beforehand.
The feast is pretty much knotted off. You could probably find a nice dark corner. The king and Male have left. The queen has left. She bids you good night. Wendretta, you put on a great performance this evening. You were eating food. You and Kinnerick did everything you needed to do. Sunni, you started a rumor tonight. They got a little out of hand.
How does anybody know that it was me?
How does anybody know that?
Always you.
You're right. Nobody knows it was you,
Well,
but you think that someone did look at you. No one knows
the
it was
king
you.
has a wizard. I mean,
the wizard knows.
The wizard knows it all.
vampires,
I
man.
don't know that.
That wizard knows.
I don't know that there's a wizard that knows, okay? I have wits too and no awareness.
Gargamel. Gargamel.
I just assumed that if someone's talking shit, it's probably Suni.
Ouch.
Ouch! Dang.
Hurts.
Noah's been murdered tonight. That's good. All right, so you guys gather in
What's
a
been murdered so far?
you gather in a corner of the hall, away from the fire, away from the looky-loos, secure enough away. Kendrick, do you have your people watching the outside of the room?
Yeah, they stayed outside the whole night.
Okay, now you have them guarding the room you guys are having a meeting in?
Yeah.
All right, so you have 3 armed guards standing outside the room you're in. How about you? Do you have you post any of your people up there? Wolfstan?
Yeah. I probably have like my little posse like watching over, probably not mingling or anything like that, but just clearly staying behind and waiting for me.
Okay. All right, so you find yourselves in the room, finally face to face with people you don't know. Some you recognize, but no one you actually know. Why don't we begin?
Would anybody do any formal introduction, or they are waiting for me to speak?
Yeah, I'll guide you in, kind of my hand on your shoulder, like in an ingratiating sort of way, and I'll go, Lady Windreda, Thane Kinnerek, big exaggerated bow, Lady Roswin, Suni, Wolfstan. He is one of our kind, and as you know, very famous around these parts.
Is this the pagan friend you were talking about?
Yes, this is he has proven himself reliable, let's say. In our recent altercation.
I come not to steal nor stir your stones. But let me ask you this, plainly and in truth. May I keep the hill blood as known for ages? St. Catherine's Hill, you name it. We called it other things, long before your saints had names. The wind there still remembers us. It howls in the old tongue. The roots beneath still drink the blood of our kin. Buried upright with their swords in hand, will it fire there before your altars cooled, and when the sky split with stone? Let me keep St. Catherine's Hill for you, and dwell there under your law, or at least keep it as it always been.
And I'm gonna wait.
The first thing that Windreda does is she looks and goes, altercation.
Why, yes.
Oh.
Christians came with swords and fire and were repelled. They were pushed back as Woden struck them down.
First off, what did you...
literally gonna raise her hand and then point to Suni.
I was gonna say, first thing that comes to mind is, what did you guys do, and who the hell is Woden?
At the mention of Woden, I was gonna do a small bow.
So we impersonated some gods and things got out of hand.
Impersonated?
It was divine inspiration, my friend. Divine inspiration!
No, that was
course.
just Suni being Suni, what he always does.
Even the trickster has his purpose.
So there was a fight. There were a couple of bodies, but we took care of that. And I think
We?
It
Well,
was
actually,
a glorious bloodbath. Priests were slain.
Suni took care of it. but I think I did a good job of persuading everyone that we weren't involved. I mean, obviously he was involved, but you know.
Okay. She doesn't know what
It's-
else to say. It's just one of those things. She just takes it and she's just like, okay.
Windreda,
It is
Windreda, it's
proper by our kin to not claim land where others dwell, or at least ask for permission. And permission I do seek.
We have done well keeping the attention from ourselves, keeping our secret selves out of the public eye. You would draw attention to yourself by killing priests openly.
Priests die when they come up St. Catherine's Hill. If they stay away, they may live.
To the locals and Christians, or maybe maybe not so much Christians, but people who grew up Christians, St. Catherine's Hill is a pilgrimage site. Priests go up
I
there
don't
all the
care.
time.
I don't care.
What is your purpose? Do you seek to hold this hill? We cannot offer you protection as such. Are you joining us, our coterie, or seeking only for yourself?
As I said, this hill shall be held for you and under your name. If I get an invitation from your kin, I might consider it. After all, friendship goes a long way.
Indeed.
I have no problems with you taking the hill. It is well outside the territory that I have claimed.
I also have no problem with you taking the hill.
You've already protected the hill once. I guess you can have it.
I will make sure that the pagans in the area muster and gather there. If you have any problems with any of my kin, please let me know.
It seems we don't need to worry of the king seeking you out. He has his own affairs that he's tending to, and being rather coarse about it, it seems, front-facing at Christian gatherings. So I feel you have that to be thankful for.
King doesn't seem overly concerned with
Kingship?
matters of theology, or kingship for that matter.
Please be aware that appearances must be kept up, even for our own sakes and your own.
Is that the double-edged sword that you present to me? One side for me to be kept in place, and the other for you to slay our enemies.
If you are joining us, we are council. We convene and speak as one. So I have no reservations, given maybe perhaps the zealotry could be tamped down just a little bit.
I find it
Zealotry?
charming.
Calling a zealot a zealot. Oh my god.
Henrik isn't a zealot. Everybody he's killed has literally stepped up and said, "Kill me, please."
No. That's not what I'm saying. But like you can't call a zealot to their face.
I know. That word isn't even known yet. That's an anachronism.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Don't be suspicious.
Perhaps proselytizing isn't warranted in these Christian lands.
And I'm gonna turn towards Roswin.
And what of the words for the one who leads you?
And I'm gonna point
I-
towards Roswin.
I'm
Hey,
afraid you're
that's
mistaken.
what I assume.
I'm afraid you are mistaken, sir. I do not lead here.
Yet your word
However-
will be spoken last and will carry the most weight, surely.
My word carries as much weight as the weight of my peers. I see no problem with you taking residence at St. Catherine's Hill, provided that you do not draw any attention to our condition, as it were. We cannot protect you from the Christians, but You are
I
welcome
will
amongst
protect
this
myself
coterie.
from the Christians. But thank you. I appreciate the worry.
As for our group, we are strong of mind and spirit and talent. What do you bring to our gathering?
I bring the knowledge of the trees and the whispers of the wind, the words of the cat and the wisdom of the mouse, the bark of a dog and the fury of a bear.
It won't come across the mic, but Kenrick just kind of rumbles.
Rumbles.
Here's that grumpy award again.
That remains to be seen.
Anrod is just like grinning.
Are,
And
are
all of
we-
this, Suni is like taking notes, being like, "This is how you lead. This is how. Oh yeah, cult of personality. Okay, okay."
Are we solving this or settling this by any means of pact? Or this word holds the only sway you need?
This is the first time that someone's asked for our permission to stay here. Normally they just show up.
I just did show up. I'm just
Which is-
polite.
Actually, I guess since we are here, Cadweir had formally asked to stay. He would say that a boon is owed if he's allowed to stay, and I acquiesced to that.
Well, he was already going to stay, so if you want to take a free boon from him.
Aldhelm is the only one that has staked his claim without granting us a boon or much respect, if I'm being honest. I don't know how I feel about him.
Cadweir
He's a
also,
problem.
Yeah, where is Aldhelm's territory relative to St. Catherine's Hill?
It's very far away. It's in Winchester
Yeah.
in the Merchant's Quarter.
Pretty close to Suni, really, right?
Very
He moved
close
into
to
the
three.
city.
Bumps up right against Suni, actually.
Yes, indeed. Definitely not a reason that Suni has to also want Altelm dead. But anyway, Cadweir had also I had asked Cadweir about Altelm, and he had mentioned that he is a furori and not to be trusted or tolerated.
Well, Aldhelm may be mildly abrasive, but he hasn't done anything to warrant any kind of distrust. He's never lied to us. He's merely appeared and attempted to avoid scrutiny, which I could understand. He doesn't mess with our influence in the same manner that Badolf does, at least.
Adolf
Nor
is a
does he get-
powerful man with a lot of knowledge behind him. We are safer with him on our side than against us.
I do agree, but keeping him on our side may require people like him always need something. They're always looking for something. They always want something from you. I do not get a particularly good impression from him. He seems untrustworthy.
Perhaps we'll find more about his intentions when we meet him tonight.
I believe that his intentions are to uncover other Canaanites in the city.
He's made that very apparent.
Perhaps in regards to both Eldhelm and look towards Wulfstan and our newcomer. If those problems present themselves, we will deal with them then. And I do not look forward to such a thing, but we will travel, well, we will work together where we can. I think perhaps more pressing would be that who stands at the king's shoulder.
Some sort of sorcerer, I gather. He knows all about us, of course. Bjortrick isn't the most subtle.
Had no doubt he would reveal our true natures to him.
He knows something. He says he'll share with us. I'm curious, but I fear a trap.
One who appears at the shoulder of the king only wants more. He is one to be feared, and perhaps operating in the open, despite what he might think, would be the best course. We move left, and he thinks we'll go right.
I think that should it become necessary, my pet archbishop might be able to help banish this
Wilstan's gonna laugh
sorcerer.
at that. The notion of a pet archbishop. He's gonna laugh at that.
Indeed,
So
lots of
it's a
places to
long
hide
story,
blades
Wolfstan.
in those cassocks.
And their
If
funny
he could-
hat.
I do
If he
fear
can be
that drawing
made-
fire upon one pagan may draw fire upon them all.
Point taken, but it may become necessary. I don't want to do it unless we have to. But I want to know what he has to tell us first. If there's anything we can learn from him at all, I would do that rather than simply banish him or make an enemy of him.
I'm willing to hear him out. However, I find myself asking how many Canaanites Wessex can support.
Not
There are
many
far
more,
too
I
many
would
of us
say.
here in Winchester already.
Are we sure that this man is a Canite?
Sorcerer? I don't believe so. Something else, maybe, but he's been seen in the day. He's indicated that we are something different to him.
I assumed he was one of our kind.
Perhaps he's more similar to Robin or the Crone.
Maybe. I would like to know what we're dealing with, so I will entertain his offer for now. The rest of you are welcome to accompany me if you wish. But our immediate problem is Badolf and his little meeting. So I propose that those of us who are already known to him make our introductions, and we give our invitation to any other Canite that we know and allow them to make their own decision.
Did we see Battle leave tonight?
We did see Battle leave, yes.
Okay.
Everyone in agreement on that?
Yeah, yeah. I suppose then, since we can't find Cadware, that we'll reconvene afterwards and exchange information once more.
All right, so
I will
one.
be
Mhm.
I'll be informing Old Helm,
All right.
and I assume we're going straight there.
Aldhelm's easy to find. You find Aldhelm, he's outside the feast. He and his beggars are causing trouble again with the pagans.
Old Helm, a word, if you will.
Hey, Anarad.
What's going on here with your men are
Just a bit of fun.
those I would have you know that those men that your uh entourage are sparring with currently belong to another of our kind. So perhaps a
Another
word of
one.
warning.
How many are? How
Another.
many is this city supposed to hold?
Well, that's something else that we need to talk about.
Damn right.
Badolf wants to meet with all Canaanites in town this evening, and
You didn't tell him I'm one, did you?
no, I didn't.
Good, good.
But I
All
wanted
right.
you to know in case you felt it was right for you to show.
I gotta see what this fancy pants has to say.
Hmm.
Oh
My
man,
thoughts exactly. I don't think we can trust him though.
he whistles, puts his fingers to his mouth, he whistles, and the beggar stops sparring with the pagans. We'll go back to fighting with the guards.
Yeah. Fight the guards.
Where are we meeting? Battle Fat?
Well, finally got an invitation to the Amber Vale.
Oh yes, fantastic. All right, when?
It's tonight, I believe. Right now.
All right, should lead the way.
Okay. So, I'll just appear with Aldhelm, and you can just like give him all the shit eye you want on the way there. Because I know you're super glad he's coming.
Okay, so what's everyone say? What's everyone doing with old Eldhelm being led there by Anarad?
I assume that I've left the group to
Okay,
go and try and find Cadwir, so I do not interact with Eldhelm.
you do manage to find Cadwir, and it looks to you as were you able to get any of your friends?
They chose to attend a meeting with Badolf tonight instead.
Adolf, what could that fool have to say? Are you not going?
He wanted all the Canaanites in town to attend. I do not believe myself known to him, so I chose to seek you instead.
Clever, clever. One of us will have to go. No, your coterie can. Your coterie can find out for all of
Exactly.
us. There's no need for me to arrive. To be there. That gives me the element of surprise. Yes, this is good. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. The information I wanted to give is very important.
I
Very.
wait with bated breath.
I would wish to give it to everyone at once. I almost here.
If your choice is to delay, then that is your choice.
There have been rumors that the agents of Arcadius have been in Winchester. Arcadius of Bath. They've come searching for Archbishop Alias. Prince Archbishop Alias. Direct
Would I
agents.
know?
No, you don't know who
Would I know
Arcadius
them?
is. You
No,
don't know.
no.
Go ahead.
Would I? I'm asking in character.
Oh.
Would these agents be recognizable to me?
They would seek you out if they knew who you were. They've been seeking me out. I've been one step ahead of them.
There is a a man who's quickly climbed it within the king's court. Male. According to Anarod, he seeks audience with a lot of us.
Heard of Mal. I would avoid Mal myself, but I'm sure what he has to offer is very tempting. But for the better sake of valor, I would rather keep my hide and my blood.
Well, I will let it be known to my coterie that agents of
Arcadius.
you just said it, Arcadius, are en route from Bath seeking the Prince Bishop. Or knowledge of him.
Thank you. And he steps back into the shadows and he's gone.
And soon he stands there for a second, excited to one day do that too.
All right, so those of you who do not go to the Amber Vale, what do you do?
I do wait outside, and I am wearing a mask because I'm standing outside the Amber Vale.
Are you armed?
Yes.
There are priests across the street who are still praying against the Amber Vale. They're shouting prayers against it in very loud protest. They're kind of annoying, but every once in a while, it's cold out. It's very cold. There's snow on the ground. Yes, Zunic?
Just quickly after my meeting with Cadware, I would head to the church.
Okay, head to the church?
Yeah.
Okay. Very cold. It's very cold out. Snow on the ground. Comet still in the sky. That red star is still in the sky.
Just to be so who's going?
Raise your hand if you're going to the Amber Vale, please.
I think I'm going.
Yes, you're going. Okay, so they have the four of you heading to the Amber Vale.
I would, before we go in, use Pharaoh Whisper to have Fehu guard, or rather protect Roswin if she's attacked.
Okay,
I would, before we enter, I would also warn Wolfstan of the rules that.
Oh, yeah, there are rules.
There are rules. They're very easy to follow. No violence and no trying to use sorcery on any of his servants. That's really about it. We're just respect the space is all.
Oh, and no feeding.
No feeding. Feeding is considered violence.
Okay. Yeah, I'd turn toward Fehu and go, Fehu baskid hen hene, and point toward Roswin. And that's basically
Roswell
it.
would look slightly surprised because she doesn't know what that is, but okay, let's go.
if you know Danish, tell me.
The Amber Vale itself is stripped of its carnival atmosphere for the night. No music, no gaudy torches, the lamps are few, the air is heavy with wine and perfume. The alcoves and lattice shadows conceal as much as they reveal, and only one face is bare, Badolf, waiting in the darker galleries he designed for himself. He lets you and the other Canaanites walk into his lair of velvet and silent. The circle is dictated by every one of your choices, and you've brought Adhelm with you. So you've acted as the gatekeeper, Roswin. You're the reason why everyone is here. Just let that sink in. Badolf gave you that responsibility. You have brought everyone into this circle.
That is like ominous foreshadowing right there. It's like,
He asked for all Canaanites to be present. I would let it know that I put the word out to everyone of our kind that I am aware of. Those who chose to be present are present.
He looks around at those who's gathered and he says, "Thank you." For those who don't know Badolf, Badolf is a Saxon man with luxurious ginger hair, ginger curls, elaborately coiffed. He's dressed impeccably now, no longer in a fine robe. He's back in his normal gaudiness, with a large ring the size of a quail's egg. He seems to avoid the light as usual, sticking mostly to the shadows. Those who stand here tonight are here by choice, or by trust placed in another. You may call it chance or fate or folly. I call it an opportunity. Anyone say anything to him in return?
I'm just waiting to hear what he has to say.
Word has reached me from Bath. Arcadius, consul of that city, and pater of Mithras, grows curious. His agents have sought me, specifically, inquiring what their friends in Winchester, friends who've fallen silent. Arcadius means to learn why. He will not be gentle when he comes digging. I played the fool, as is my part, and you should know his gaze turns here. And his hounds are already on the scent.
We appreciate your warning, Lord. I do not know if you've been formally introduced to the Lady Windretta and to honor of the Bard. This is Wolfstan. He is new to the city. He'll be taking residence on St. Catherine's Hill.
He looks to Adhelm and Adhelm.
And him.
Adhelm just sort of grins. And Battle just turns and looks. Gives you a slight look, Roswin, but a knowing look. Turns. Arcadius will come looking for a master of this city. If there is none, he will appoint one, and we all know what that means. Some outside force put in charge of this city. Unity is not enough unless it has a voice, a face, a hand that signs and seals. You need one who can speak for Winchester. Without a prince, you are but a flock of birds scattered to the wind. With a prince, you are a banner, a sword, a fortress. If you want Bath to respect you, give Bath a name, give Bath a throne.
Roswin kind of smiles at this. And she says, "As I have told you, my lord, Winchester has no prince, but it does have a queen."
Perhaps Windretta. You already
I don't even look at Windretta because I am like leaving it up to her whether or not she's going to step forward and take that.
She's listening. She's picked up, what Roswin, and kind of just looking at Badolf, wanting to like kind of see if there's anything else he wants to say as well.
Fortunes are tied to your husband. Should he die, your station will falter. What succession plans have you made in case such things happen when he is away on campaign? Do you bring stability to the position of prince? I do not question you. I just wonder.
There is a bastard, about 15 years old. I have spoken with my husband to get him to legitimize him, so if for when such things arise.
Backs up, nods. I am new to this. have no name, no choice in any of this. I leave this to you, to the four of you. 5 of you, actually. I forgot about him. He looks to Aldhelm, who looks furious at this point. If he could turn red, he would be turning red. But he says this is a decision that must be made. And if Arcadius comes, he will expect the throne.
I'm surprised you're not nominating yourself, Badolf.
It would be gauche.
No, no. You just don't want to be sitting there when he gets here to be the target of his ire. That's what you're doing. You want somebody to shield you from his wrath when he gets here, and then look the part of the person that was always supporting him.
Oh, he knows
Isn't
I've
that
never.
right?
This is not a matter of support. He wishes to know what happened to the kindred who were here before. I was not one of the kindred who was here before, nor one of those who replaced them. I've made the agents are very clear on this. They knew I was coming to begin with. I've had dealings in Bath and Londinium. I hold no secrets to that. I'm a merchant. I travel from city to city. I was expecting people when I got here.
Have I read anything about Arcadius in my scrolls?
No, no mentions of Arcadius.
Okay. So you know this Arcadius then?
I do know this Arcadius.
What
Aldhelm speaks up.
Is he?
I know Arcadius.
Look of surprise.
Told me if I ever stepped foot in Bath again, he'd rip my head from my shoulders.
So trip to Bath is in order.
What manner of man are we dealing with?
Adolf. It really depends. Is he angry that his childer has been destroyed? And that all the kindred he knew that worked closely with his children are gone? He could be upset.
Alias?
Alias, yes. Yes.
This just keeps getting better and better. So he will be... He's unlikely to be happy with the situation.
It's... His agents have been moving through the city. There's holes in Winchester. Very easy to maneuver in Winchester without obstruction. But I bring this to your attention. I know there's more of you. But you're going to need to make a decision. Someone is going to have to be this throne. Someone is going to have to either bear this wrath or make an ally.
I could always bear his wrath. I've done it
there won't
before.
be. He goes, there's not going to be a prince. There's not going to be a queen. We're not doing that here. Right, Anarad?
Why not?
Because we don't need one. We don't need to be told what to do. We don't need to be told how we live this life that we have been given.
Then I shall send the agent straight for you when they get here.
Something
May I
a
point
kindly
out,
ruler
Anarad,
would do.
I
may
believe
I
that the
point
point
out, if the 6 of us are to be the deciding body of this city, we are an even number. There must always be one to break the tie. We had all previously agreed that that would be, and she points directly to Windretta, her.
No, you agreed. I never agreed to this.
Who do you suppose should hold sway in Winchester then?
A council of all of us, speaking equally as we've done so far.
That was the whole point. But there needs to be one that sits there. Who shall the face be?
When all of
Andretta, I
us vote 3-3, who makes the decision?
One of us, or do
Oh.
you want someone from the outside coming in and deciding things? Because that's what it's going to be. Someone's going to come in and control.
Battle speaks up for a moment. He goes, it would be uncouth of someone to allow, in that position, to hold prestation over his underlings. It would be a wonderful way to remove prestation from someone.
I just don't like the word you used. Underling.
I had proposed before, and I stick to this proposal, that we do not hold prestation against each other in this council. I do ask that you witness me tonight as I swear an oath of prestation to Battle.
Of course I will.
He has
but
agreed to mentor me, and that
I'm
is my choice.
I'll do it because you're my friend, not because I want you to owe me.
And I would never want you to owe me. We are friends. That is why I believe the coterie should not keep boons against each other. But that is not my decision to make. It's only my opinion.
I second your opinion. We shouldn't be. This pretestation word that Cadweir likes so much keeps coming up again.
Battle speaks, it is the way of our people. All across the world. In Alexandria, this would have been settled by an easy choice of who was the eldest. This is not Alexandria, and I am new to this city. It would have been presumptuous of me to attempt to take Praxis, as the word is called. I assure you it is not my intention to do so, though it would be only a matter of spending prestation that I have accrued. To sway the council.
There are 9 kindred.
That's far too many
In
for
our city.
Winchester.
But
I
it's an odd
agree.
number.
She looks at Aldhelm.
Oh, cool. I'm not the target here. Great.
No. You've been polite. He has not. That's the only reason I don't like him.
Truly the only reason any of us don't like him is because he's a dick.
You guys have allowed yourself to be manipulated by Mr. Suave, ginger-haired guy over here, and guys keep hating on my boy Altom.
Honorad, a question, if you will.
Yes?
What frightens your heart so that you fear having someone serve as shield for these lands?
It's not the shield that worries me, it's the sword.
You fear the abuse of such power, do you?
I do.
You should know, Anarod, although you and I have not really spoken of this before, that I also did not agree with the raising of Skaldmere. And I did not agree of Thane Kenneric's promotion for it. The thing I agreed with the least was that it was not taken before the coterie, before it was done. That decision was made in the spur of the moment from pure emotion. It was an unwise decision. And now we may all pay a price for it.
Isn't it the law of things that if a ruler is of bad faith, that his people rise up against him? He is not immune to wrath, is he?
That is true. but I'd rather not be pitted against
A friend?
members of my coterie. Yes, a friend.
So if you have already a relationship, that means there is trust. Trust that currently you put no stock in.
Trust, but also knowledge. I know
Uh,
the hearts of my coterie.
Well, I am seeing them from a new lens.
I'm gonna turn towards Wendreda and Roswin.
Whoever sits on that throne, whoever keeps my people safe, I am ready to follow. But know that I expect protection. And if it is not given, wrath will be given back.
You will have nothing to worry about. Protection, you will be kept safe. I have the power at least to do that.
Power to keep swords from Christian's hand climbing up St. Catherine's Hill.
See, I don't control the Christians, unfortunately.
So what you are saying is you have no protection.
but I can always, there's a part of her that just wants to be like, fuck the Christians, just take them all out, Christ.
I subscribe to that newsletter.
She's not gonna come right out and say it, but you do what you have to do to keep it safe for you. And if that means Christians going up there and they don't come down, well, then I don't want to hear about it.
Which mean if they do and they die, I will have your support.
Of course. Just don't want to know names or why.
I told you why. It's because they
I
climbed
know.
St. Catherine's Hill.
But they also have other reasons too, and it could be,
No,
could be
I
other
don't know. That's
you
why
don't
I'm
know.
asking.
Ellie is tired. I can't word right now.
I will be merciful. Sorry.
Adolf,
And then I agree.
Adolf looks to the side and he smiles. He just has a grin on his face. He's big, just shit-eating grin on his smug Saxon face.
It is so obvious that we're such noobs.
It's just like, yeah, I would wonder why we came here to air our dirty laundry in front of this snake.
And without the two who were guilty
You're
of
like-
said raising.
Like, Rosalind is gonna make eye contact with him and give him a look as to, do you see what I'm dealing with now?
Whichever one of you decides, whoever these 9 kindred in the city, thank you for the number. Whoever of these 9 kindred in the
Get
city.
loose lips.
Yeah, right?
I
Jesus.
did that on purpose because I was being petty.
Choose to be prince, I will support. Aldhelm loses it, stands up and punches Battle twice in the face. Just launches 2 strikes. Does anyone do anything?
I'm gonna do the "I'm holding you back, bro" thing for Aldhelm.
Anyone else?
I
am
mean,
am I understanding that we don't like Aldelm?
Most of
I
us
don't
don't.
like
Most of
Aldhelm.
us don't trust him.
I probably don't know enough of the situation to get involved. So.
Battle stops. Don't hurt him. This place is no violence. Just throw him out. And as I was
Not the
saying,
time, not the time, Aldhelm.
all I was asking is whoever becomes prince sanctifies these grounds as Elysium, as neutral ground. Will not have I invite you all to have these meetings here in a safe place, free from mortal interaction, not to be a place of fisticuffs. And he kind of straightens his jaw. And you notice he's been looking directly at Adhelm, and Adhelm has not moved. and his eyes have
Oh,
turned
is he-
into serpent's gaze. And Althom is just sort of sitting there, just like, and he just kind of cracks his jaw back into place, and he blinks his eyes and releases Althom. And he goes, "This is why nobody likes you. This is why nobody wants you around." What does everybody else do in this situation?
I probably laugh.
As amusing as it was to see that smug face get punched, I'm quiet. I'm just standing like very rigid, like if somebody was going to go down, I would be ready for it.
Okay. Badoff does not seem to be phased by the punches. Like he just took them. And Aldhelm does not look like is not a small person. We do not need to make a decision tonight. The 9 of you need to make a decision. Should you choose me, as is the tradition on the mainland, that the eldest be prince,
Oh.
I will gladly accept it. I do not ask for it. I do not claim it. But I will support whoever you choose.
Wolfstan's going to turn to him and
The question I asked the ladies before, same question to you. Will my people be safe if I follow you?
I can do my best to sway the opinion of the court to not take up violence against you, but I'm afraid it's outside of my power to offer you any formal protection. That is not something that I have the ability to do.
Well, at
But-
least we have honesty. That I can deal with.
Do my best to change their hearts at the very least.
And how do we cast this vote? Do we cast stones? What is the process here?
I suppose that's something we'll have to talk about when the rest of us are present. Lord
Just keep it-
Godolph,
Yes?
I appreciate your offer of making this place our neutral meeting ground. I do believe it will be something we'll need in the future.
Of course. And
And
if there's anything you ever need, do not hesitate to ask.
Thank you, my lord. I do look forward to gaining more knowledge from you and learning what I can of your ways.
Of course.
Thank you.
Lady Windretta, my blood is always open to you.
Thank you.
And he backs off and he leaves. And we're going to end scene as he turns the last lamp off. End scene. First question I want to ask everyone, did everyone have a good time?
oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And did everyone feel engaged and feel like they had enough time to play tonight?
Yes.
I
Excellent.
could have
Good.
done more, but
You weren't feeling good. I didn't want to stress you out too much. If it's my bad if I didn't include you enough, I do apologize.
I just my brain is just not work. I could have done something in there, but I couldn't think of anything. My brain is just kind of mush tonight.
Well, we're gonna have another scene like this where we actually choose this. So I'll give you some time. We'll work some stuff out together, and we'll make it work for you. All right,
Awesome.
let's step out of Winchester and back to ourselves for a moment. We walked through fire, feast, and shadows tonight. Now I want to hear from each of you. Roswin, what you liked most about tonight's game? Scene, theme, or moment of play that you enjoyed? What image or moment will stick out with you the most? And who was your favorite role player tonight and why?
Oh man. I really liked the feast. I really enjoyed the imagery. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. Imagery of all the tables, like the king and all of us sitting at the high table. And then, there's like Sydney and all the merchants, and then there's all the noblemen. Like it was a fun little image in my mind. Role play tonight, I'm gonna give it to Crit Crafters. The image of him just like feeding food to his dog underneath the table at this fancy feast is pretty awesome and very on character. I liked it.
Excellent. All right. Davey, same questions. I'll tell you again because they're a little bit different than usual. What you liked the most about tonight's game? What image or moment will stick with you the most? And who was your favorite role player tonight and why?
I'm really enjoying seeing how the kind of kindred community is growing in Winchester, and kind of how we have all these different outsiders now who are being integrated into a structure that kind of resembles, or I mean, notionally resembles what the Camarilla is going to be. So we've got if we have our prince, stroke queen, and our keeper of Elysium. Like, what does that make everybody else? So that's very intriguing to me. Best image that will stick with me. I really liked Aldhelm punching Badolf. Like, I think that's great. I'm here for that. And best role player tonight, you Zed. It's you.
Yeah.
Really good NPC work tonight. I love all the NPCs, and they all kind of have their own vibe and different way of like talking, and I dig it.
Appreciate that. Thank you, man.
You're getting you're very untrustworthy as Badolf. I'll tell you that. I don't trust the thing that comes out of your mouth.
I think that, you know what?
Give
I
it,
think that's a prejudice because you know what he is.
yeah.
All right, Suni. Same thing, man. What was your favorite thing tonight? What did you like the most about tonight's game? What image or moment will stick with you the most? And who was your favorite role player tonight and why?
I love. Okay, the best scene by far was the scene that end scene of the council trying to decide, and the little shade of Anarod revealing that there were 9 instead of 6, and
I miscounted there. Actually, 10.
I think it's just 9.
Us, Badolf, Aldhelm. Oh yeah, you're right. There is just 9.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's just 9.
6 plus 3.
Uh,
I liked. Yeah, that was great. That whole scene was really fun. Favorite role player, I'll give it to Davey for just being the contrarian at the meeting.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Aldhelm wasn't speaking up, but you spoke for him.
It's
And then I guess a little bit of an apology for being such a dick about like, no, I don't notice them.
fine. It's absolutely fine, man. That's cool. I totally get it. Sometimes I wouldn't want to be involved with mail either.
Because I truly was like, no, I'm in my zone. I'm rubbing shoulders with other merchants. It's great. Some guy's gazing at me from a table over there. I have 2 wits and no awareness. I don't even know.
You don't even notice. Anrad speaking up was great. Keyword, same questions for you. What you liked most about tonight's game? What image or moment will stick with you the most? And who was your favorite role player tonight and why?
My favorite part about tonight was meeting Wolfstan. I was kind of really wondering how that would go. I love that he was very self like forward facing, and like Roswin said, he was actually honest with us and not rude. Obviously Kinnerick has his own reservations ever since everything started happening 17 weeks ago or whatever. I loved the procession. I loved the Epiphany procession. I little disappointed nobody frenzied with the bonfire thing, but you know that allowed us to keep up appearances. Um, and the meteor, like, I think that was awesome, and just the imagery of it with the procession of the Epiphany. And something, the two things that will stick out is just how brazen the king and Kale, excuse me, Mel, are being, just like they have no worries in the world. And also Anarod's song, his
Oh
little
yeah.
side eye song that he sang about Kenrick when pressed to sing about the raising of Skaldmere.
It's diss rap.
Yeah, there you go. Diss track. And Davey, I was gonna say Zed as far as best role play, but I think it's because all the different NPCs were great, but also for Crit Crafters for Wolfstand, I think you came in strong with that character, and I'm here for it.
Rick Crafters, it's your second time with us. Thank you for sticking around with us. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope you're having a great time.
Absolutely.
All right, so we do this every game, so you'll get used to it. What you liked most about tonight's game? What image or moment will stick with you the most? And who is your favorite role player tonight and why?
My two favorite role players of the night, because I don't have just one. I'm gonna give it to Davey and Keywork for their little the little song and the little rivalry there. There's history, and it you can feel it, and that's great. What I really appreciated for tonight's session is, as you were saying, like I'm brand new to the to Candle in the Mead Hall, so for me everything's new, and I'm seeing a lot of history. And it's the whole, like, I should probably take notes of that because we don't like that person, we like that person. And it's really just like, okay, I'm learning this without like trying to take as little space as possible. I really appreciate all the scenes that I had to share with the coterie itself, like, meeting all of them. And the exchange at the end was amazing. So honestly, that for me takes the palm.
Excellent. Wendrata, I know you weren't feeling up to it tonight, so I took a risk trying to keep you, trying to keep it. But I thought you had some really good interactions when you did speak up, and you really did good. So tell me what you liked. What image or moment will stick with you the most? And who is your favorite role player tonight and why?
What I really liked was when Aldhelm in battle, when he did the serpent eyes and just held him completely still. It's like, yeah, fuck Aldhelm. That's a good way to get back at him after, punching Badolf in the face. Crewcrafter I really enjoyed meeting Wolfstand so much. It's great. I absolutely love just how brash and forward, and he doesn't give a shit at all. He'll just say whatever the hell he wants to, and Masquerade be damned almost. I love it. It was the best part tonight, and yeah, got that.
We got like another 700 years until the Masquerade.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Well,
but
there is the silence of blood. They still have a silence of blood, but we are still a very long time away from a structured masquerade. All right.
The silence of the blood is that we have the masquerade at home.
Yes,
Type thing.
exactly. All right. So for me, let me ask you one additional question for everybody. We'll go around. What do you want to see more of next session? Because next session, I didn't get to see next session, but I want to know what you want to see more of. Start with Roswin.
Well, I want to see more about Mail. Like he's something different. We don't know what he is yet. It's almost like the thing with Robin where it's like, what are you? I want to know. And it's one of those things where, as a character, I really want to get into that and investigate. But as a player, I know that this king and his problems aren't long for this world. So I'm riding that line.
Yeah, we should prematurely hasten his
Yes.
his exit
Yes.
from the history books.
I am all about that.
Davey, what do you want to see more of the next session?
I also want to see what Mail has cooking, but I also I'm looking forward to arguing with Windrada.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, how about you, Joshua? What are you looking forward to next session?
I got two. I'm looking forward to having a proper coterie meeting and after the information gathering of the end of the night. Really looking forward to how that's going to go down, and I would love to see more of the back and forth of the pagans and the Christians, because that's a fun little wrinkle that we have in our town of like.
I love it. You nominate yourself for Shadow King. Okay.
Well, I'm pretty
Um,
sure
uh,
that
so-
next time we are going to have a coterie meeting about positions within protestation. But we don't want to go back to what came before, whether the the Canaanite thing for the vacuum that we filled, or the standards of nobility and all that stuff. So I figure it's going to be a very interesting discussion, because the reason I put that is because we are council. We are going to remain council, but for the sake of appearances, just like Bad Elf said, they show up. They need a face. They can't say, "Oh, it's all of." We can't say it's all of us, because they're going to say, "Oh, you're weak. You can't determine who leads you." So it's going to be a matter of internal politics for the sake of presenting a strong face. So
One
I don't
person
know.
has to break the tie.
I
Well, yeah.
and I
You know-
hate being. Oh, sorry, Suni. What's that?
No, you yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say. So I hate being a shrewd player character and trying to be like, okay, so I don't want to show up as a K-Knight, in the Ember Vale, and give myself away more so than he probably already knows. But at the same time, it's like I wanted to be in there and be like, what about the king and Mail? Because if they show up and saying, well, we're taking the throne, I mean, we don't know what that situation is already. So, I mean, I think Kinnerick is gonna seek a meeting with the king and, thank him for his, you know, the Lord saw fit, which is so funny because he wouldn't give a damn about that, even though that's supposed to be how we present ourselves. But the Lord saw fit to deny Kinnerick, by birth as a bastard, his position, and then, you know, by succeeding in the tests presented to him, it's through the majesty of the king that he's given this position as Thane and all this stuff. Basically butter him up, but just to try to see what's going on there in that room.
King loves you because you did genocide. It's great. Crit Crafters, what do you want to see more of next session?
I'd like to have a chance to interact more with the other members and the other players.
Okay.
Because I mean, like, it was funny when you were saying like, oh, the six of us, I get a vote right away, right now. Cool. It was like, so at least getting a chance to play more with the knowing a bit more of the characters, because I think like I've not met Suni officially. I don't think I've met Wendretta officially. I don't think I've met like you. I've spoken with Kinnerick, but that's about it.
Right. So one
like-
thing I want to remind you of then is our IC chat channel
Yes.
in our Discord. Make sure you use that so we continue, because we got chatterboxes and I can't do it all. Wendretta, what do you want to see more of next session?
The coterie meeting is definitely going to be interesting. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to. And one of the only reasons that she really didn't say anything tonight is because she does believe that the coterie is a council. Yeah, she could have stood up and said, "I'm taking this over no matter what anybody says." But she believes that the coterie is a council and that we all work together, even if there is just one face. It's power, not just for her. It's power for everybody. Everybody gets power. That's what she wants to do. So it's going to be interesting to see that play out next week.
So let me answer the questions real quick, then I'll get us out of here to Mortal Rolls. That's who we're going to raid tonight. All right, so what I loved about I love these social games with lots of NPCs and talking and crosstalk and people pulling. It feels like a LARP to me, and I like that. And I like that it kind of works in this format. Everyone seems, for the most part, like everyone was engaged tonight. If everyone felt like that, excellent. I tried to do it. The thing I will remember tonight is I really liked the diss track. I thought that was great. I thought that was great. I was really hoping you'd roll with it with your hunger, and I was really kind of hoping for a failure, of critical failure, a messy one.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to I didn't want them to frenzy. I didn't want to be responsible for that.
I thought that would be great. And with the Thane who was giving you shit, I was hoping that you'd roll so bad that you ended up hitting him. I was hoping for a little bit of Bruja chaos. And I was a little
classic Anrod.
A little sad it didn't happen, but I love to see the character growth. What I want to see for next session, guys, we have a guest NPC next session. Ticking Time Bob Gaming is going to be playing a character for us. So we will have our coterie meeting, but we will also be doing some things with Bob. So it's going to be great. I'm going to rate us out to Mortal Rolls. I think I'm going to rate us out to Mortal Rolls.
Is it the customary 3 XP for tonight?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes, it's the customary 3 XP for tonight. And Dave, you need to roll for a stain.
Yes.
Damn it, I was hoping you wouldn't remember.
I was about to remember for you. Sorry, Davey.
All right.
You say 9, I say stain.
Right. The good news is I got shitloads of dice to roll for this now
This is
because
true.
I have
Yes.
my humanity is so low. So that's 3 dice, I believe, I roll. I just need to get a
Single success.
A single success is fine. I can do that.
Oh, you got a crit. Nothing special happens, but you got a crit. That'd be cool if you could gain it back, but you don't.
Yeah. The crit doesn't give you all your humanity back.
No, unfortunately, it does
elevate
not.
you to Golconda immediately.
That would be great, wouldn't
Shame.
it? Oh man, that'd be
No,
amazing.
you need to have a personal arc with your touchstone, so that'd be your harp. You need to go
do some harp stuff.
Rub your harp. All right, I'm gonna get this raid started. Stick with
Are we
me,
still
guy.
doing phrasing?
work on your fingerings.
Rub your harp.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This was a hell of a lot of fun.
Thank you, everyone. I really do appreciate you.
Thanks.
See you guys on the flip.
Great session.
All right, we are in.